Hi guys, it's Andy from mcfcfantv and welcome to what is so far possibly the biggest game of the season for Man City. And I'm here with Kurt. How are you, mate?
I'm fantastic. A little bit nervous about the game, but once it kicked off, I'm sure I'll be right up for it, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, what's going to happen is Kurt's coming on. He's going to nip in and out. If there's any sort of real big talking points in the first half, Kurt's going to jump on and we're going to quickly discuss that. You might see him come in and out and things, and then he's going to take you through the half time. While I nip off, Kurt will talk through what's happened in the first half, and then I'll be back for the second half, and we'll do the same again. So, thanks for coming on, Kurt. We've got a load of comments in here, so we'll just get those up. And before I do, actually, let's just quickly go through the lineup. You'll see the first 11 for Man City on there. We've got Ederson, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Gundogan, Rodri, Bernardo, Sterling, Mahrez, and Foden. Subs are Zach Steffen, Gabby Jesus, Laporte, Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho, Garcia, Doyle, and Bernabei. Liverpool team news, well, they've got those back. They've got Alisson, Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Wijnaldum, Jones, Salah, Firmino, and Mane on the bench. So let's see what people think of that, because it looks like that's pretty close without Van Dijk, close to their strongest lineup. Jack Lee's on. He says, I predicted 4-4 for the Rags for 7. That was a bloody good effort there, mate. Controversially, I won't accept anything but 3 points today. Don't know about that. Come on, City, says Charlie Everett. I had a dream that Mendy would start today. So did I. That's why I put him in. I was trying to work out, did anybody get the team spot on Friday night? I think there might have been a bit of a surprise with Gabby not playing and Foden playing in the false nine with Mahrez and Sterling. I think
a lot of us had Sterling out last night, so I think that one was a bit of a curveball. But
I had him in, but I had Gabby up there, and
there was quite a few people in the chat that expected him to give it a go, seeing as with the whole no fans stuff. They thought that might think, but I didn't think it would make much of a difference. But
yeah,
I'm excited for the lineup. I don't think it's too bad at all.
Looks good. Paul Murray's on. Hello, I'm feeling unusually confident about today. We're so good at the back, and that's where we've struggled against the Dippers in the past. Sean says, Heart 2-1 City. City had 1-1. I went for a 1-1 there, but I'll take anything in this game. A point will be for me in this game. 3 points would be amazing. Really worry about it. Paulo says, rest in peace, Vera Cohen. Yes, that was very sad today. 104. What an innings.
Long life. You've got to be happy with that, mate.
What an innings. Let's see who else is on. There's loads of comments on. Adam Quinn, hi guys, City 2-0. Eugene says 4-0. Dudley's on. He thinks it's going to be 2-0. That was quite a common prediction, 2-0. Come on, City. I like the lineup. Positive. We can win, says Tyrone Douglas. Simon says, wow, City playing with only 2 defenders. Somehow I think he might play with a one more maybe or something. We'll see. Hi again, Rocco Phillips. How are you? Charlie says, Liverpool's midfield has made me more confident. Thiago, Jones and Wijnaldum. Not really proper CDMs looking to go forward, which we can exploit and find spaces. Interesting. Rocco says, Liverpool don't have any one Sepp Salah. I don't know about that, mate. I really don't know about that.
They got a couple.
They've got a few. Andy's on. I have a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that this game isn't going to go our way. Isn't it funny how things change around? Everyone seemed to be pretty confident on Friday night, on the Friday Night Social. Now it's here, and we are literally, the teams are coming out now. Everyone's now getting that horrible.
I think that's usually the way they go with these big games. You say with your chest out the night before, then you wake up the day of and you start going, or you wait till the lineups come out. But I'm really happy about the lineups. I thought it was a big vote of confidence for Rodri getting the nod against Fernandinho. Normally in the bigger games, we see Rodri get taken out and Fernandinho be put on. So that's nice. We've got Gabby off the bench if we do need to go in the second half or any point of the game. I'm really happy. I assume Zinchenko's going to have a little bit more of a defensive role in the team this game. But You know, I always back my boy Zini. I'm thinking he'll do a great job, and I'm really happy with the lineup. I don't know about you personally.
I am. I'm excited. I'm actually buzzing at the moment for it. So we'll wait and see. Ask me at full time when I see the result. King of assists on. Hello. Let me just see anything else. Charlie Everett saying City, best team in the land and all the world. Who else have we got on? Let me just go down, see if there's anybody new jumped. Oh yeah, there's loads on. Sorry, big jump there. Shedders is on. Pressure on Scousers regardless of the results today. Absolutely. I'm totally with that, Shedders. I think we'll still win the title regardless of the result. But if we win today with a game still in hand, it could put them out of the title race. Well, it probably won't, but it could really sort of dampen their chances. This is our best chance ever, says Charlie, to face Liverpool. Stephen Dempster thinks Laporte should be playing. Laciel blurs on. Come on, City 2-0. Gary Soames, please beat Liverpool. Well, we all want to, mate. Super Sport says City 2-1. Kyle's going for 3-0. Noah, will it be a clean sheet for you? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I said 1-1. Others will go in sort of 3-1-2, 1-2.
I said we were going to win if they didn't have the Mane Fabinho. But like I told you, I knew they'd be playing. So I think it's going to be a 0-0 on the outset, boys. I think it's going to be one of those. But
my lads just said that. I just said Ralph, my oldest. So go on, give me a score. He went 0-0.
It just feels like it could be one of those games, you know. But we'll see. It's good, strong teams from both sides. So there's no holding back in that regard. No one can say that. Yeah, sure, they're missing a couple of players, but it's still a very strong lineup for them.
It is. Good evening, Blues. 1-0 City, says Jet Lee. Will Mahrez be the false nine? Well, I mean, Sky Sports are just showing it now. We're about to
swap.
They'll all rotate. Yeah, they'll all rotate. I don't think it'll just be one person. Pep Guardiola there just giving a bit of a hug, pump to Klopp, and I'm sure he probably did say to him about those comments because he did say in his interview, I will ask him. I will definitely ask him about it, and it is what it is. Let him.
We'll see.
It shows the worried.
I think a big thing for this game is Bernardo on that right hand side because he's got Cancelo behind him and Morris in front of him, so he's going to need his running boots on tonight, and I'm sure he'll go proud.
Well, I said on the Friday Night Social about it. It's about to kick off. I'm sure they'll take the knee and do whatever. But I did say the Cancelo with Mahrez on the right hand side. It means somebody else is going to have to do the work. I mean, maybe Mahrez will pull it out the back tonight and really run his socks off. I hope so.
I'm sure he will.
I hope so.
I don't think he's forgotten that penalty miss at Anfield though. That time back, I don't think he's got over that for them.
Well, let's hope he does today. Let's hope today because they've taken the knee and we're about to kick off, and kickoff has just started. So, Kurt, enjoy the game. Pop in all throughout. Yeah, if anything happens, you just need to jump in. Don't matter. You don't have to message. Just jump in.
No worries, mate. No
all right, buddy. Okay.
All right. See you in a sec.
Oh, I didn't want to remove him there. Shouldn't really have removed him, but he might have to come back on. Anyway, we started 25 seconds in. Edison's playing it out wide here to John Stones. He's very wide in that back two at the moment with Diaz, and Zinchenko's going wide as well. So are they gonna put the press on? Yeah, sorry, Kurt, I actually removed you there, but he's back on. So we've got coming up to the first minute of a really, really important game. Very important because if Liverpool win today, it might give them a bit of confidence. It might knock a little bit of confidence to City. But I think the difference between the two teams is we can afford to draw. I don't think Liverpool can. I think Liverpool need to win today and put a marker down. Oh, my God, what has Edison done there? What a terrible pass out. Straight to Mane, 25 yards out. Thankfully, we forced them back inside. But that was a shocking ball from Edison. Proper head's gone past that. He completely mistimed that. And that was a bit worrying. But it's all the way back. Alisson's pushing it out. Nice little bit of head tennis there. Nice little ball inside to Gundogan. Oh, tackle from behind. Tackle from behind by Thiago on Gundogan. Come on. Don't give it just because it's a minute and just under 2 minutes. Jesus Christ, Michael Oliver. It's a tackle from behind. Gundogan's got the ball. He's going to the ball. And he's come, well, it's not a bad tackle. He's not got studs up or anything. But it's a tackle from behind. And I thought a tackle from behind is an automatic yellow card. We'll say, oh, he is going to give him a yellow card. So he should. And Gundogan's staying down. He was never, ever in a million years, Thiago, going to get near that ball because the ball was about 2 yards in front of Gundogan and he just come straight through the back of him. I don't know whether he stood on his ankle or whether Gundogan's twisted his ankle or his knee, but he's holding his ankle and I'm sure he'd be fine, if I'm being honest. But I think he's just making sure that Thiago gets that yellow card, hopefully. But at least he gets it. Puts him under a bit of pressure now. Puts him under a little bit of pressure, Thiago. Well, let's see. Well, we've got a bit of a lull in everything that's going on. Andy Bloomoon's on. Hi, Andy and Kurt. Hope you're both safe and well. Sorry, missed the Friday Night Social. Give my best wishes to Martin. I'm sure he'd be watching it, mate, at some point. So you can give him a shout out on there. Looks like Gundogan's okay. Probably just if I'm being honest. Probably just making sure Thiago got the yellow card. Because if he jumped back up, Oliver might not give it. I got fired at my job at the bank the other day. An old lady came in and asked me to check her balance. She was happy. I pushed her over. Well done, Noah. I'm sure that'll relax a few people on here. Right, we're back underway anyway. 3 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. That is the true time. Because I'm watching it on my TV on Sky. There's no live coverage. So if people come in and go, where's the live coverage or audio? There's none of that, mate, because we'll get a copy strike. Oh, what's happened there? Bernardo falling over, losing the ball. The ball inside our box to Firmino. Plays a poor pass. Gundogan intercepts and plays it out to Raz. Go on, Raz. Go on. Go on, have a run, lad. Go on. Raz, never even looked up when he passed that to Foden. Never even looked up. His head was down on the ball. Little things, just little things like that at the moment. You know, he's beat 3 players there with his pace and then doesn't put his head up to look where he's passing it. Foden had gone ahead of the defender. But it's back with Liverpool and Fabinho plays a big raking long ball out wide to Salah. Zinchenko's there to cover. Nice defensive play by Zinchenko there, covering the ball, defensive strength. And City get a throw in to City. 4.5 minutes gone. Come on, City. Come on. They're forcing us right back. They're gonna have to be really careful with that because they will press us really high. Nice little ball out there. Nice ball inside. Rodri's on the ball, plays it out wide to Sterling. Sterling comes inside, gives it back. Gundogan slows it down a bit, turns, beats his man, but I think he's run the ball out of play. Possibly should have just played the ball back there, but a nice little bit of play by City. Liverpool doing, for a change, what they haven't been doing lately is this high press. They're really, really pushing up. That ball there, normally against most teams, Zinchenko has the ball at left-back position. He could just spray it around and do whatever. They were literally man-to-man on all of our players. That midfield role, moving that ball forward into that spare midfield player, be that Bernardo or Gundogan or whoever. Oh, Alisson there tries to kick the ball. Bernardo chases the ball down. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well done, Bernardo Silva there, chasing the ball down. I don't know whether it was a bad back pass by Jones, but over to Joao Cancelo, who again is very much forward. He's about 10 yards inside halfway. To Mahrez. A little ball inside. Oh, actually, I don't know what happened there, but Foden missed it. And then it went to, was it Gundogan? And then Gundogan missed it. I don't know what they were doing there. They were trying to both of them take it with their feet instead of one of them controlling it with the chest. Pep screaming some comments out to somebody. Anyway, they're playing it down this right side, which I do think they will try. They will try to target Zinchenko, and obviously the fullbacks. That is going to be a given. Fabinho's all the way back in. Henderson's got the ball deep. He's trying to play a ball over the top, looking for pace. But yeah, both I think it was Cancelo and Stones both pushed Mane off the ball. Both went for the header, and it's gone through to Edison. So Ab's on. Hi Andy, how are you, mate? Mal says, well done, Bernardo. Yeah, good chasing down that. We're going to need that today. We're going to need to keep the ball. Don't panic on the ball and don't give away stupid passes, you know, under pressure. We've not done it against other teams, so don't do it against Liverpool, even though they're pushing up. Nice little play between John Stones and Bernardo Silva. We're on the right-hand side now. Mahrez is wide. Robertson squaring him up. He's cut back inside. Now he's done him again. He's done himself again, like he normally does. Nice little ball out wide here for Raz. Beautiful ball that. I think it was Rodri or Diaz. Raz one-on-one, plays it back. Zinchenko first time, cut out. Oh, is that handball? Come on. Look like handball, that. Salah trying to play it through. City close him out. Four players there closing around Mo Salah. All of them wanting to win the ball, got the ball back off him as they were trying to break. But Rodri's in the centre circle, plays it outside to Zinchenko. And we've got Raz back out on the wide left, playing inside to Foden. So where's Martin's lucky blue glass? You don't believe in all that nonsense, do you? Lucky glasses and things. Yeah, I'm not one of those. Not one of those for lucky things and wear the same clothes and all that type of thing. I've tried it years ago and it never works. Otherwise, that blue glass would mean, as long as Martin's got that blue glass, City'd never lose. And we know that ain't going to happen. So, Alisson, nice little ball out there, but it's gone straight to Diaz, and Stones tied it up and plays it back to Eddie on there. Kurt, got to be Andy's lucky black bottle. I don't go in for all that stuff, mate. Honestly. Rocco says City is all over these. We're so far the more dominant team. We've kept control of the ball well, but we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful because they're really pushing. Mane, they're brilliant closing down on John Stones. John Stones is complaining that there was no one to play it to, but that's excellent closing down from Mane. Joe Cancelo with the throw-in deep in our half. Plays the ball inside to Phil Foden. Plays it wide. I don't know who that was to. Was it supposed to be to Raz? But Salah's got it. Great tracking back from Raheem Sterling there. Absolutely. No, it was Alexander-Arnold. Brilliant tracking back from Raz and won the ball back. So excellent. Could easily have just let somebody else do that job, but he didn't. He came back about 10 yards, made sure he won the ball back. Zini gives it back to Gundogan. Gundogan's a little bit deeper today. I noticed he's not as far forward he was before, but he's more sort of playing on that left side, and he's a little bit deeper. City should have more possession, says Depp. Yeah, possibly. Well, Liverpool are good in possession as well, but it's all about what we do with it. So far at the moment, not really created anything. We've had the majority of possession in the first 10 minutes. They've had one opportunity, one attack from a poor pass by Edison. But other than that, they're now on the ball with Salah. Plays it out wide to Alexander-Arnold. And City have got the shape back very well. But we've got to watch those runners. Really got to watch the runners. That's a good ball through. Oh, well back there. Bernardo wins it. And that's a little chip over the top out wide, trying to get rid of it more than anything else. But Henderson plays it wide to Robertson. It's a good cross, but Diaz is there. Who's going to win the header? Firmino, free header, but it's played out. Again, not a single challenge there. Mahrez, this is the thing. Not a single challenge there. Thiago, ball's in the air, really high in the air. Mahrez is about 5 yards away from him, and he just watches Thiago have a complete free header. Doesn't even go to attempt to win the header and nothing. That's the problem. That's what annoys me about Mahrez. He won't put his body on the line, and he won't do those types of things. It's just absolutely annoys me. It really does. I had to go at Phil Foden for doing that. That led to, I think it was a goal not so long ago. I know, well, maybe it was a long time ago since the last time somebody scored, but yeah, I mean, it's right there. It's 5 so yards away, and just stands and watches Thiago have a free header. Now, if that header went over the top of Diaz and Stones and onto a goal, you've got to be pointing at Mahrez, going, why not just put some sort of challenge in? Baffling, absolutely baffling sometimes. But anyway, Ederson looks really shaky. Well, there was that one shaky moment so far, but that's going to happen. And I'm sure throughout the game, you probably think that, because they will put pressure on our centre-backs and our full-backs and Ederson as well. They won't just let us play around from the back. New cam, Randy? No, mate. I'm just in a different room. I'm in my living room today because everyone's in the kitchen stroke living room. I don't know what Zinchenko's doing there. I really don't. He's waiting for the ball, and Alexander-Arnold nipped in. Was it Alexander-Arnold? I can't see. I've got my glasses on. Maybe Firmino or somebody nipped in, or Salah took the ball off him. But yeah, there's going to be moments today where we're going to look, oof, that's close, that's close. If we do pass it out of the back like we normally do, there are going to be heart in mouth moments, but we have to have confidence in the guys and their ability. But Liverpool are starting to creep a little bit into it now. They're starting to sort of keep control of the ball, not play so many sort of long balls. They're keeping it. Thiago plays out wide, loads of space here in the right back position. Robertson, that's a brilliant ball, but Ederson comes out. Again, that's going to be the problem. We're going to overload on one side, and that's on the Zinchenko side, and nobody on the right-hand side. You know, João Cancelo is 25 yards away from Robertson. Robertson's got all the time in the world to control the ball and play a ball in. Luckily, it wasn't ended up a brilliant ball because Ederson got it. But we've got to be really careful of them switching the ball at pace really quickly. Otherwise, we're giving the likes of Robertson and Alexander-Arnold, who are two very good crossers off the ball, loads of time. And we don't want to do that. We really don't. So Joao's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to be careful and keep an eye out who's behind him rather than sort of following where the centre-backs are going. But it's 0-0. We're just gone over 14 minutes at Anfield. That was a heart in the moment, but a lovely ball from Mahrez. It like dinked it over the top of Salah, and it was like, please make sure that's long. Inside to Gundogan. We're inside their half now. Gundogan sprays the ball out wide. It's a lovely ball to Mahrez. Great first touch, as you'd expect. Mahrez clips it in. Oh, somebody wins ahead. I think it's Fabinho. They've got the ball back. It's 50-50. And a free kick, because Wijnaldum just falls over like he normally does. Gundogan's having a bit of a laugh with Michael Oliver there. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, it didn't come to anything. No real chances so far. It's all a bit keeping the ball. The final third, balls from both teams so far have not been the best, or, you know, teams not created anything. Nice little control from João Cancelo, because it's a Bernardo who's going inside. Plays it. Oh, nice touch from Mahrez, but loses the ball. But it looked like it was going to be a nice touch, but he didn't. He lost the ball. Back out in the left back position with Robertson. Well intercepted by Rodri. Oh, excellent. Brilliant play from Rodri. Intercepted it. 1-2 with his own feet. Played it inside between two Liverpool players to John Stones. Superb. Absolutely superb. Foden's coming deep for the ball. And as we can see now, as it stands, 3 centre-backs for Liverpool. Nobody's anywhere near them. This is the problem now. Foden's drifting into that 9 role. Mahrez on the right-hand side. We've got Cancelo playing inside to Ruben Diaz. Zinchenko tries to play a ball over the top, but Alexander-Arnold's there first. But, Gundogan tried to win the ball, but he's give it away. And that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Ruben Diaz. Wow. Pace, strength, technical ability, kept hold of the ball. Nice from Mahrez there as well. Kept the ball out wide to Raz. Raz now is one-on-one with Alexander-Arnold. Well, and he gets beat by Alexander-Arnold. To be fair, it was 2 against 2, so he went to take him on and got beat. Salah's now on the attack inside our own half. Squares it here. City needs to get the shape back. It's on to Robertson. Back to the halfway line. But anyway, let me just Let's see what else. Both teams a bit cautious, Andy and Kurt. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to make any major mistakes. What time am I on? Said Daddy. I'm live on Sky on my TV, so it's whatever time the match is on, mate. It's now 6:51, 16:54 now. I'm on, so it's whatever Sky TV is on. So there's no delay. I'm not watching it on a laptop or anything. So it's just what I see on the telly. KG opening for sure, says Kurt. Harry Jones says Diaz is so classy, he's brilliant. That was superb by Diaz. Ali says, if we win this game, it will be because of Diaz. Don't know yet. We're only 17 minutes in, but it could be. It's a brilliant, brilliant bit of very calm defending. And now we've got Cancelo back to Bernardo, to John Stones in the right back position. They're sort of they're closing them down. Ball out. John Stones gives it down the line to Foden. Foden keeps the ball, loses the ball in a stupid area, falls down, but we've won it back again through Joao Cancelo. Got to be careful. He turned back inside. 2 players surrounded Foden, won the ball back. He's got to be careful of that. If he's going to control it, give it quickly. Don't allow them, because they're going to be all over our players if we dilly-dally on the ball. They really are. Anyway, 0-0, 18:05 on the clock. Yeah, Zinni is a bit shaky. I think he's done. I don't think anyone's been that bad so far. I think they've all been pretty solid. I mean, here you go. We've just been screaming about Ruben Diaz there. He got away with one, but managed to win the ball back. Now we're on an attack. We've got to be quicker. We're not quick enough in attack. Now Mahrez, one-on-one, inside the box. Just runs into Robertson. Cancelo plays it to Bernardo. Bernardo outside to Mahrez. He crosses it in. Header out by Fabinho. Wins the header. Mo Salah's on the edge of the area. Zinni inside. Raheem Sterling tries to play the ball through again, but he's got 3 players around him. Sometimes he needs other options just to play a simple ball back rather than give it away. But City have won it back again. We are winning the ball back brilliantly today. That's one thing we are doing exceptionally well. And I'm sure Pep's got into him saying, if you lose it, you make sure you win it back. And that's exactly what we're doing. Gundogan, edge of the area on the left-hand side, back to Sterling. He slows it down, which is what he should have done earlier, but maybe nobody was there. Out wide now to Bernardo. To Mahrez. Back to Bernardo. It's one of these, keep the ball for a bit. Let's take the sting out of it. And let's start moving them around a bit. I know they're a fit team. I don't know. I've no idea what that was. Was it Ruben Diaz? There you go. So Ruben Diaz is human. He tried to pass it to Sterling. It went about 40 yards wide of Sterling, about 30 yards over his head. But anyway, he is human. We know now for sure. Some people need banning. What on here? Kurt's around modding, so but if you point these people out, maybe, because I'm trying to give you the commentary and what's going on. I can't just sit here and watch chat all day, because that'd be extremely boring for me. I am trying to watch the game, and it'd be really boring for you if I'm just looking at the chat. But it looks like Megs, or whatever it's called, has been blocked by Kurt anyway, or somebody. So thank you for that. But let's see, any others? Jack Lee says, come on, Blues, we could do this. And Kurt's just said here, edge of the area. Ball by Foden. Kurt said, I'll keep an eye on the chat, lads. There you go. So Kurt's keeping an eye on it. Zoab, City are going to win this season. Zoab thinks we're smashing them so far. And they say smashing them. We've not had a shot on target yet, but we're holding our own and probably slightly the better team. But nobody's had a chance, a clear, proper chance yet. So it's all a little bit cagey with 21 minutes on the clock. So if you want a time check, we're 21 minutes on the clock at Anfield here on Man City Fan TV. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you are not a subscriber. And thank you, everybody, for the getting us through the 16,000 subscribers onto 17,000 next. And if you haven't seen the Friday Night Social, don't forget, go over and check it. Lovely chat with Martin. And we also previewed this game. So if you missed it, please go over and watch it and give a shout out to Martin. Again, Bernardo Silva trying to win the ball back there on the halfway line. Really, really, really good attacking, aggressive. Klopp's looks a bit frustrated the way that City are constantly all over Liverpool when they get the ball. There's two players making sure that they don't have time on the ball. And to be fair, they're trying to do the same to us. And as the game progresses, will they keep up this high press? Because there's still at the moment Firmino and Mane, but it just seems for now, it's just a little drop off by Liverpool in the press that they had in the first 10, 15 minutes. Mane, you know, is doing it now. He will run all day doing the same press. But the others, Salah and Firmino, just seem to be sitting off a little bit. They're still in the line of three, but they're not pushing and pressing as much as they were in the first 10 minutes. It seems like they're passing them on. Like at the moment here, I think, who was it, Jones playing for them? They're passing it on to a midfielder to do that job. Bernardo inside, plays a nice ball into Gundogan. Gundogan's on the break here. We've got 3 versus 4. It's a poor ball from Gundogan. It really is a poor ball, considering Zinchenko was overlapping there and would have been pretty much had a free rein. What's that here? Well done, Zinni, stopping that quick. Bernardo stopping that quick free kick. Rodri's just been penalised for a foul. I don't know what that was about. It looked like he got the ball, but Oliver's blown his whistle. We've got what we got here. Andy Blue, Martin was our Martin Tyler and Man City Fan TV. Andy is our Andy Hitchcliffe. I don't know how to say that's a compliment or an insult. I like Andy Hinchcliffe, but people were slagging him off the other day. So maybe you're right, Andy Blue. We've got so far 1 attempt from City, 0 from Liverpool. I mean, it shows you we're now 24 minutes into the game. Big ball, trying to get over the top. Zinni wins the header. And is he going to keep it in? He has kept it in. Alexander-Arnold cuts inside. Beats Zinchenko quite easily there. Should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. Mane's headed that over the bar. Poor defending. No, and I won't just blame Zinchenko on this. The ball came over the top here. Zinchenko, there is nobody. I don't know what Raheem Sterling's doing, but he's not looking at where Trent Alexander-Arnold is. He beats Zinchenko quite easily there, but Zinchenko's got a massive big high ball to win. He gets his head on it, but it goes behind him. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold is completely free on the right. Nobody there. And then he does get turned quite easily. Zinchenko, good crossing. Mane, 7-8 yards out with a header. Should have scored. Simple as that. Should have scored. It should have been 1-0 Liverpool. Yeah, poor. Raz has got to be watching. He can't just be standing on the halfway line, letting Alexander-Arnold go all the way back and just basically have a 2-on-1 versus Zinchenko. Poor. It's a big ball up. Fabinho chests it down, and it's back to Alisson. There you go. I apologise. No, don't be daft, mate. I'm joking. I don't take things personally, mate. It might have been a compliment. I don't know. Anyway, it's back to Eddie. Mane's trying to chase him down, and he just does a big clearance. Oh, pushing the back. Huh? What's going on here? Oh, like a pushing the back on Sterling. 2 hands up. He's given a throw-in. Bizarre. Anyway, Liverpool are building out from the back. Across there with Henderson to Fabinho. We are on, coming up to 26 minutes. It's Liverpool 0, Man City 0. It's not been the best of games. It's very cagey. And I'm sure, as it stands at the moment, Liverpool probably have had the best chance of the game. Should be 1-0 up. They should be 1-0 up. It was a poor header from Mane. But they're starting to come back into it now. A little bit of space is creeping in here and there. So City are going to have to be really careful. Raz is only just now coming back to fill in that role that he should have done before when Zinchenko had the header. But Foden's in the centre. He plays a lovely ball out. Brilliant ball to Mahrez. A free kick. We've got a free kick there. I've got the sound on, so I can't hear. Yeah, it looks like a free kick. Is it? Good first touch. There's nothing. There's nothing there. I don't. But anyway, we've got a free kick. The game today has gone absolutely bonkers. It really has. It didn't look like there's anything, but it looked like he maybe there was a touch, but it looked like he won a free kick, which is great. City on the right-hand side, about 30 yards out. Got a free kick. We've got the likes of Diaz, Stones. Has Stones gone up? Yeah, Stones has gone up. And it looks like it's going to be Gundogan who's going to take it. So here we go. Gundogan takes it to the back post. It's far too long, and it's going to go out all the way to next to the corner flag for a throw-in. Poor free kick. So I don't know what's happened there. Pep's on the sidelines. Just seeing him having a chat, and he doesn't look too happy. I don't know what he's talking to his coaches about, but yeah, he didn't look too happy. He's sort of giving it this and whatever else, rolling balls. So that's going to have to take that free kick again for Liverpool. But let's go back. Lewis Yates, hello, how are you, mate? Wow, this ref is great. Harry Jones says that was a poor ball. It wasn't the best ball. Worst free kick I've ever seen. I don't think so. I've seen a lot worse than that. But yeah, it wasn't the best, certainly, when we've sent all those players up to play it right to the back post. But just 28 and a half minutes in, and it's still Liverpool 0, City 0. There you go. Kurt, your lucky blue mug. Kurt, have you got a lucky blue mug? They're obsessed. Brilliant tackle that was from, I think it was Cancelo. But we've given the ball away. That's a good ball, but it's a good header from Diaz. Got up high. Oof, that's a brilliant shot from Firmino. That's a really good shot. Maybe I'll bring Kurt in here. Kurt, are you free just for 2 minutes? Kurt's here. What you thought so far? That's 2 chances now in 5 minutes for Liverpool. That was a great effort from Firmino and a save from Edison.
I think it's been a very cagey game, but that save there is mustard. That's a fantastic save. Yeah, Mane should have definitely put them one up. The tracking back on the right, our left has been poor. Bernardo's been doing absolutely fantastic work on that right, tracking back, getting forward.
He has
pressing, setting the tone.
Oh, we're on the break now. Foden. Oh, Foden. Oh, it's just not unlucky. It just because he had to pause to put the ball through.
Just lost his stride there. Lost his
stride, yeah, and he just lost his race with I don't know, it's Jones or Jones, was it?
Yeah, that's not the first time though.
Jones, yeah.
He put in Mahrez a few minutes earlier on. I can see that being a threat for the second half, because at the end of the day they're playing with 2 midfielders in defence at the end of the day.
Yeah, they are. Anyway, listen, I'll let you get back to it, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
It could have been 1-0, could have been 2, but for Liverpool, so we need to start creating a bit more chances.
Yeah, and trying to get a bit more control of the ball. I think trying to hold on to it a little bit more. I feel like we're trying to progress it through the lines a little bit too quickly.
Where's the danger going to come from?
For City? Me, from us, it's that switch from when we're playing it down to the left over to the right to Mahrez. Just because of Mahrez's first touch gives him so much time and space, and we all know that their fullbacks like to go up. So getting that ball down the left.
Another crossing.
Right.
Another crossing here. Eddie, come on. Eddie's got it. But another that's three crosses they put in from that right wing position, unchallenged.
Yeah.
Got to watch that overlap.
Gundo and Raz need to get their running boots on and try and help Zinni up there a little bit, because he's getting ones a lot. It's not.
He is.
Not nice.
Throwing for City. Anyway, I'll come back to you shortly. All right, mate.
See you boys in a bit, chat.
So there you go, Kurt. There, same sort of thing. We've got some stats on the screen. Last 10 minutes, Liverpool 72% possession, They're starting to come into this and they're starting to dominate it. We've got more space on the left-hand side. Robertson's got all the time in the world to put a cross in. Zinchenko gets a bouncing header out, and Firmino's on the outside on the left, plays it back to Robertson in an advanced role here. And they're all the way back to Henderson, sort of near the halfway line. But they are finding gaps between our fullbacks. That was my big concern. That was my big concern on the Friday Night Social, about too much time and space being given to the likes of Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. They're on the wide again. Alexander-Arnold's got all the time in the world to put a brilliant ball in that Diaz has cleared. Ederson came for it, and Diaz didn't take any chances, and then Zinchenko's just cocked up. And it's, I think, is it a throw-in or is it going to be a corner? But all the time in the world, Alexander-Arnold there. He's got the ball. He runs about 5 yards and puts a brilliant curling ball in. This has got to stop, because the fullbacks are getting on both sides. They're allowing the likes of Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold to have all the time in the world they want to put crosses in. It's a corner coming in, flick on there by Rodri. It's out for a throw in on the other side. Liverpool are now starting to dominate the last sort of 5-10 minutes, and Peps needs to sort this out, because the fullback positions it's not working. It's simply not working. We've hardly seen Joao Cancelo going forward in that false 8 role. He's tried to play as much as he can in a right back role, but he is leaving so much room. Not just him, but the fact of who he's tracking back with him. Remember we said about pairs, that both Zinchenko and Joao Cancelo are getting completely isolated. But I tell you what, after such brilliant games he's had so far today, Gundogan's been poor with his touch. He's been really poor. He's given the ball away so many times today. Maybe he's having, maybe he needs a rest. I mean, he looks frustrated now. He's just gone. Robertson again, edge of our area. It's the same thing. This is about 5 times in the last few minutes. They've had edge of our area, ball through. Raz this time does cover the run of Trent Alexander-Arnold, but our fullback positions are getting dominated here. Cancelo and Zinchenko in their positions are struggling. They're struggling, and maybe that's because of nobody else is tracking back with them, which was my concern with Mahrez playing with Cancelo. But Alexander-Arnold again has got all the time in the world on the ball. If he wanted to put a ball in, then he could have done. And you know what his delivery is like. It's superb. He's got a brilliant cross. But we've got to stop this. We've got to stop it. Again, a ball over the top here, and he's free again. He's got the ball wide again, and he's free again. Raz is now covering. There's got to be more from... If Gundogan's going to play behind Raheem, he's got to be the one that stops that ball to Alexander-Arnold. At the moment, he's just sort of wandering, marking nobody, Gundogan. He's in a really weird sort of position that he's just playing in a free role, and he's not really marking anybody. Again, a poor header from Gundogan has just give it away, straight away, immediately back. He's having a shocker today so far, and it's amazing considering he's been probably one of our best players the last few games. But playing that deep role, he's not playing an advanced role. Free kick in this centre circle on foul on Phil Foden. But yeah, we need a little bit of control back here, because Liverpool are dominating the game in the last 10 minutes. They really are. And we've gone from keeping the ball really well to suddenly we've given the ball away an awful lot. And we need to be tracking. Really, really do need to be tracking their runners. Liverpool becoming more confident they are. Ade Giva, come on City. Spells it with a city. It feels we have no outball. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. But anyway, come on. Raz is on the left. We need a little bit of something. We need a little bit of something. Comes in the box. Oh, penalty. Well done, Raheem Sterling. Get in. Get in. He's actually jinked inside and out of 3 players. I'll bring Kurt in for this. There you go, mate.
You love to see that. So we've been saying we need something to go, and Sterling just saw that gap and took it.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue what Fabinho's doing there. Absolutely, he should know better.
I think he caught his back leg.
If you watch his second leg.
Oh, his second leg is the one. Yeah, it's the second leg.
I don't know what he's doing there. But now
who's taking it? Who's taking it? Gundogan.
I assume Gundogan, boys. Can
Not
only
seen yet. Oh, don't give it Raz. Don't give it Raz. I can't see because it's not showing.
I don't mind who takes it, but whoever picks up the ball, just be confident.
It's Gundogan. Come on, LK. Come on. And that's against the run of play.
It most certainly is, mate.
Come on.
We were lucky to not be one behind at the moment, to be fair, mate.
Come on. LK's about to take it now. Come on, lads. Come on. Oh, what's he done? What is that all about? Fuck's sake. Can't even hit the target. Jesus Christ almighty.
You can't get given a gift like this.
Oh,
2 penalties at Anfield, 2 misses recently.
Do me a favour, when you're on, we just press on your thing for us. So we don't get any, no, it's all right. Don't worry. Just so we don't get any commentary. I mean, that's a terrible penalty. Probably haven't deserved it, but shocking. The run continues with these constant missed penalties. Really,
what's important now, mate, is to make sure we get in at half time without
nil-nil.
A goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can lose confidence after, and the other team can get that confidence after missing a penalty, and momentum can swing very, very quickly in a game of football.
It can. It definitely can.
Credit to Raz, he wasn't tracking back earlier on, but he's done a little bit more tracking back recently, and he won us a penalty. You know what I mean? It's not his fault. Gundo couldn't get it away. Yeah,
I mean, it was a brilliant run. Went inside 2 players. He was going to go past the third, and then Fabinho brought him down. But I mean, you've got to make the keeper work, for God's sake. You can forgive. You can forgive
straight down the middle, mate. Even if it's just straight down the middle,
you can forgive the odd one. But I mean, how many times have we hit it wide or over the bar? I mean, it should never be over the bar. Never.
No, not professional level, no.
Wide, you can think, well, he's trying to get
it for side netting, and he missed it. Yeah, it was a poor penalty run.
I don't like that run up anyway when they just take 2 steps from the side, and because you're naturally taking a penalty like that. If you play football yourself, you take a penalty like that. Your foot goes under the ball. You're actually the body angle. You have options as you're running up. If the keeper makes an early dive, it's hard to get options.
My coach always told me just hit it hard and hit it on target. That's all you can really do. You know what I mean? Just hit it hard and hit it on target. It's really disappointing we didn't score the goal, but the reality is they've had 2 good chances.
Yeah, they have.
So
We have to take that one for it. We have to take the positive so far is that we are 0-0 at this moment in time. We're coming up to 40 minutes in. Kurt, are you staying around to the end?
I might as well now, mate. Might as well now.
So we've been lucky. We were, Mane should have scored, and then they had a decent chance by Firmino, good save by Edison, and we've not done much other than that. Where brilliant bit of play by Raz. We'd lost the ball in midfield again, and now great defending from Diaz.
What worries the confidence now that Liverpool get from us missing that penalty more so?
Don't dick about with it there, but he's got away with it.
Get out the line.
Jesus. I mean, it's like they are risking it, really risking it.
Yeah.
I
just wanted it up the line, mate. I'm a hoop anywhere but on net. Anywhere but on net.
We know how good City are at keeping the ball in tight spaces, but you lose a ball in those positions to a Liverpool team, they can punish it. It's all right at West Brom or someone else.
Like we saw it earlier in the game with Foden. That's what I've always said about Foden in the middle. He needs to be better at controlling the ball and losing it in dangerous areas. But
look again here. Alexander-Arnold in the ball. Zinchenko's having to go across.
He can't go to him because he's going to get done.
No.
So, hang on.
No. He said no, Oliver. Look at the space here for Robertson. I mean, Cello's got to be watching him. Jesus
Diaz
Christ.
running their break today. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
have been good. They've won every header that I've seen so far, unless I'm mistaken. Apart from the Mane header.
Well, it's outside the box anyway. But they're getting dragged. The thing is, Cancelo and Zinchenko are getting dragged inside to the centre backs, leaving. Where are all the just coming from? Robertson's crosses and Alexander-Arnold.
fullbacks are trying to cover Mane and Salah. Our fullbacks are trying to cover Mane and Salah, and their fullbacks are just hitting the 2-on-1.
Yeah.
So it's just down to the midfielders on that side and the wingers.
Either Gundo's got to come back closer to Zinchenko and Bernardo is got to do the same, or Mahrez has, or whoever. But it's not happening. It just simply isn't. It's such an easy out ball. Now Bernardo's on break here, plays it to Foden.
Unlucky.
Oh, still got it. Still got it. And we're out wide to Raz. Raz is just basically stopped thinking there's nobody there to pass it to. Cancelo's now playing in this. Well, he's gone back into this.
Very inside.
Yeah, very much. Mara's trying to flick, but it's. I mean, they're defending well. They're covering well. But it's still 0-0. And at the end of the day, if we get in it, I think if we can get in at 0-0, Pep will really get into him and makes a few tweaks. I think Foden overrunning the ball again, 2 or 3 times he's overrun the ball, trying to do a little bit too much. But it's back to Alisson. Foden's chasing him down, and if anyone tells me Alisson's mind you, it went to Jones, but Alisson's kicking is better than Ederson's. I think,
it's not even remote. It's not even remotely close. Noah Pearson. Do you think?
Here we go. Mane, edge of the area. That's a foul. That's a foul. Free kick.
Yep. Right on the edge.
Yeah, it was a free kick. It was a foul. Took the back of his legs.
Noah Pearson says, "Do you think the defense looks as solid as it has done in the past few games?"
No, we're up against a better team.
Centre backs are showing their worth tonight. I'll tell you that they've been doing really well.
Brilliant.
But fullbacks are going to need help.
I mean, that tackle there. I mean, I'm not picking on Joao Cancelo, but he isn't a right back. He isn't a defender. And at that dive, Mane trying to dive in again to try and win when he'd already got the free kick. I mean, he's embarrassing. But it's a dangerous
area, mate.
Thiago.
I'm not worried about Thiago. I'm more worried about Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Who's going to take it? Is it? Well, you've got 3. You've got Salah there.
Looks like a right footer to me.
Well, yeah, you've got Thiago over it. You've got Alexander-Arnold there. You've got Salah all discussing it with Henderson. Is it captain's decision? Well, what's it? I mean,
it's got to be the greatest addition to football, hasn't it? The laying down players.
It's just embarrassing. I mean, can you imagine if you did that 20 years ago? They'd be taking the piss out of you.
Normally where they're taking the cameras, they're doing the camera shots. They're just doing a camera shot, laying down, posing on the floor for a.
Here we go, Thiago. Oh, great! Well done, the defence. Diaz got his back to it. Yeah. Well done.
I'll tell you what, though, I've been impressed with Rodri. He's nicked the balls off them in some dangerous areas tonight. He's been doing quite well.
He has.
Trying to help out in those half spaces as well, but he doesn't want to get dragged too wide.
That's never on the line. never on the line. I know only part of the ball has to be on the line, but that's not even on the line.
It's not even on the spec that kind of got off it last time. Oh,
Mane getting a header in again. Right, Raz.
Come on.
Wide for him. Somebody give him a pass. That's a foul as well on him. They won it back.
They did really well to get that.
They did brilliant. But again, Foden's running inside. Somebody needed to go outside for him, create space. And it's sort of like just passing in lines, straight lines.
I think that happens a lot when you play with the rotating false 9. They get sort of mixed up of who's going wide and who's going to come inside. Because it seems to be Foden a lot down the middle at the moment. Him just sort of at the breaking run, but. He's had a couple opportunities to break the lines, and a really nice ball to Mahrez. That gave us a good opportunity. But
he's fluffed it a few times. He's overrun the ball.
I still think the left switch from the left-hand side, from our left-hand side to the right, is a really good option for us, just with how high Robertson gets up on the left.
Hey up. Go on. Go on. Ooh, nearly pushed him in the back then. Anyway, it's probably got about a minute to go because there's a minute of extra time. We're now on coming up to 46 minutes. 2 minutes of extra time. It's a cross, which is a terror. I don't know who did that. Was it Diaz or Rodri? That was terrible. But they're on the break now. This is the problem. But we've got 4 back. Good line. Who's following the runners? Big ball over the back. The targeting again. Salah's pulled away from Zinchenko. Who's marking? Well done. They've got themselves back in a good shape there. Well done, Raz. Raz came back and won the ball back. Good shape. And forced them all away.
After you mentioned about it, to be fair to him,
he has. Yeah. Again, but look at the space nearly. Come on, Joe. Brilliant covering. That's better. But again, it's this one ball giving players one-on-one with our fullbacks.
Yeah, Noah says, was Cancelo a right back at Juventus, or has Pep converted him to play right back? And he used to play wing backs at both left wing back and right wing back. He never played in a back four.
No,
he was always playing under Conte and Allegri style football. So he was the wing back in that situation. There,
yeah, he was. Anyway, there's the final whistle. Half time. It's Liverpool 0, Man City 0. Could have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0 to Liverpool with the Mane header. Should have been 1-1 with Gundogan as penalty, or as it stood at the time, should have been 1-0 to Man City, but a terrible penalty. Few players today, okay. Couple of players under par, but our two centre-backs have been absolutely immense so far. So I'm going to hand you over to Kurt, who's going to, you can discuss all you like with Kurt about what your thoughts are on that first half performance. But it's 0-0. We've got to be positive. We'll take a point as it stands right now. But let's hope Pep gets into him at our time. Just as a few little tweaks. But I'll leave you with Kurt.
Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's well. I'm sure everyone's just as nervous as me after that first half. Really disappointed that Gundogan couldn't take the opportunity with the penalty. But on the balance of play, you can't say we should be disappointed with 0-0, because we could have easily been 1-0 down in this first half. Just getting into a couple of your comments, we've got Harry Jones who's saying we're really missing KDB. Yep, this is a game where his control and passing would definitely help, but we got a lot of good players, and hopefully we can get job done in the second half, because he's obviously not available. OG the baby says Mahrez needs to be sub. Put Torres and right wing on Sterling. Right wing for Sterling. I think it's a possibility. I don't think Pep's usually the guy to make changes early in these fixtures, so we'll see. Hopefully there's changes if they need to be, but I'm not too overly unhappy with it being 0-0 away at Anfield, mate. Addy says that's just a comment between him and Harry. We got Abdullah. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Ashley Barnes can score a pen, but Gundo can't. Embarrassing. Yeah, it's frustrating, mate, especially as last time we needed a pen, he stepped up and took it and scored. When we needed it tonight, he wasn't able to do it. But these things happen. It wasn't great, but I don't want to be too harsh on the guy who's been one of our best players in the last month or so. Got Super Sports coming similar with my point, saying it's still not bad. It's 0-0. I completely agree, mate. They could have been 1-0 up. We could have scored the pen. 0-0 or a 1-1 wouldn't be too bad of a halftime score. OG the baby saying that they're attacking more on the left side. Yeah, I completely agree. On our left side, I assume you're talking about with Salah. Yeah, that seems like what they're targeting on that side for sure. Jack Lee says Morris shouldn't have started, in his opinion. That's fair enough. I don't think in my predicted lineups last night I had Morris starting, but I wasn't too dissatisfied to see him starting at all. I like Morris. BHE FIFA says, unlucky Gundo. In other words, we got Diego Crystal Palace on. Nice to see you, mate. He says, great first half for a neutral. Yeah, it's not nail-biting stuff for us, mate. Nail-biting stuff for us. Hey, Leonard's on. It's all psychological. Yeah, I think it, especially with penalties, and maybe penalties at Anfield, it's more so psychological than other places. But yeah, it's a shame. But like I said, boys, 0-0. I'm not too unhappy at all. We've got Addy saying Zinchenko's closed down Salah really well. I think he's done quite well. He had a little bit shaky in the first few minutes of the game, but I think he started to tighten up a little bit, especially with Raz helping him a little bit more towards the back end of the second half with the tracking back and getting back in positions, so he's not stuck into 2v1 positions against both Salah and Trent. But yeah, it's one of those. I didn't expect to see both Zinchenko and Cancelo starting, because obviously they're two or more of offensive fullbacks. But not unhappy with the lineup at all. Not unhappy with the scoreline at all. That's for sure. Shedders is on. He says Zink and Gundo struggling. Foden on the left, Raheem on the right. Jesus replacing Morris. I think that could be a change we're looking at in the second half. It's nice that we obviously have Jesus to be able to come off the bench. He scored two in his last 2 games, so he's obviously hitting quite a bit of form. So hopefully, if we need him to come off the bench, he'll be ready for us. And we got Stephen on. He's saying we are playing absolute bobbins, rubbish right now. And I don't think we're playing rubbish, mate. I just think they're a good team, mate, with a lot of their key players back in the lineup, mate. So I just think it's one of them. But fair enough. That's obviously your opinion. We got Chris on. Hey, Chris, mate. Hope you're well. Mate, my nails are getting shorter and shorter as the game's going on. I don't know about anybody else's. We've got Notify on saying stay positive. Gundogan will redeem himself. I'm sure he most certainly will. He's been one of our best players over the last sort of two or so months. So I'm not going to hold it. I'm upset that he missed the penalty, but I'm not going to dig him out for that at all. OG the baby, we need to win because Liverpool is not on form. They're looking good tonight, though, mate. And you only got to beat what's in front of you, and they're playing quite well tonight, mate. Especially Mane. I said in the Friday night social, if he's back in, makes me a lot more nervous. And yeah, he's looking sharp for them, that's for sure. That's just between Section and Noah having a wee old chat. Kiss the lucky blue mug, mate. It's right here. Don't you worry. We gave it a kiss for you, Andy, mate. And we got Arctic Metal on. Hello, mate. I haven't seen you before. I'm not Martin, unfortunately, mate. Obviously, if you haven't seen the Friday night social last night, that's where Martin talks about him taking some time off the channel and stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do go back and check that out, and make sure you give him a nice, good messages, because we all appreciate all the fab work he done for us over however long he's been on the channel. I don't know the exact time period. We got Scott Williams on. Can't believe Gundo didn't go down the middle as normal, but no. To be honest, mate, that's exactly what I thought. I thought he was just going to bang it straight down the centre, you know. Like that's his general, slightly off to the right of the centre. But yeah, it was. You would have expected him to put that away given his recent form, but it's one of those, mate. It's just one of those. We've got Joseph Beatty on. He says, I called it before he missed. Too obvious. City and missing penalties, mate. If it's not a penalty shootout, we seem to not do too well if it's in the normal 90. We got Chowla Blue on. Gundogan, what a... Got Scotty Mole on. It's embarrassing. Bottle jobs. Yeah. Hit the target. We can all agree with you on that part of it, Scotty, mate. Hit the target. That's all we really ask for when you're taking a pen. Mara's done nothing, just like usual. Yeah, I think he hasn't contributed a lot out of the front line, but I don't think it's been too bad. He had a good chance on the right-hand side when Foden put him through. He just got crowded out by about 4 people. Walked into a couple people a few times. Was a little bit light on the tracking back. I don't think he's been terrible. But as I said, mate, always down for your opinions and your own views and whatnot. Said it, Sterling, Foden, Gabby. Yeah, I think a lot of us had permutations that were different than the starting 3 today. But when the lineups come out, mate, I wasn't unhappy with the lineups at all from a personal point of view. BHE FIFA says Morris has to get out to Rob City. He most certainly does, mate. He most certainly does, because Bernardo's getting dragged pillar to post trying to help Cancelo on that right side against both Mane and Robertson, because we'll both know they're quality, aren't they? Both quality. Scoring pens isn't for everyone. Hey, mate, you've had enough to practice, so you know what I mean. If we had as many as you, I'm sure we'd do all right too. Yeah, not happy. Let alone the Anfield curse with a penalty curse. Just one of those, isn't it, mate? What can you do? Big jump there. Let me get back to where I was at. I see our first experience of a big old jump there. And Manchester City for life said, the ball's just landed in my garden, mate. We'll keep that. Stick it on eBay. Might make a few bobbins, mate. Always worth a try. Leonard says, hard and low. How difficult is that? That's what I was always taught as by my coach. If I was ever taking a penalty, was just keep it on target and try and hit it hard. That's about it. But you know, as I said, we can go on about it. We're all really upset that he missed the penalty, but it's like I said, it's still 0-0. Very much in this game. Stephen, are you watching the game? When has he had the ball? He's caused danger. That's fair enough, mate. We all see the game slightly differently, and he's more than welcome to his opinion, mate. Whether it's not a question of right or wrong, it's just how you see it. Adi says Gabby needs to come on for Mahrez. I know you said that before. I'm sure we'll see changes if the game stays like this. But as I said before, I've said it again. 0-0 at this time. Can't be too disheartened at all, mate. Zinchenko has too much to do and needs Raz to help him. Yeah, that was the point Andy was making on the watch along, Paul. But I think towards the back end of the second half, Raz to pick up in that, and he was helping out a lot more, tracking back on that side. So hopefully he can continue that in the second half. Chris Baker, the Carib. Andy, you make me laugh, mate. Funny guy. Torres for Mahrez. Torres for Mahrez or Jesus for Mahrez seems to be a common thing in the comments tonight. Zinke off, Mahrez off. I don't think Zinke's been too bad. I think a lot of the problems he had in the early part of the first half was just to a lack of help. But I think he's not done too bad at all, to be honest with you, Zenny. Scotty Moles agrees with Shedders. And this is one thing I definitely will agree with you, Joseph. I think both teams are nervous, but I think us missing the penalty gave a little bit of a boost to Liverpool because they seem to be a bit more pressing on the front foot. We saw after the penalty that they had a lot more possession. So Pep will get into them at halftime, tell them what's wrong, try to calm them down a bit, and hopefully we can start playing a bit more of our football and hopefully get a bit more on the front foot in the second half. We've got Addy. He says, I can't think of a halftime talk where we haven't come back. Hey, we're reading minds as we always do, Addy, mate. Yeah, that's my thinking as well, mate. Pep usually gets into them, usually sees how the tactics are playing out, makes mild adjustments, tells people what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right, and hopefully we can get that second half goal, mate. I'm sure we love it, mate. I'm sure we would love it. Chris says, I think we've been utter garbage this half. I don't think it's been a great game of football from us, mate, but we created a good chance. Graz obviously did really well for the penalty, creating that action. But yeah, it's not been a great half of football from the Manchester City fan perspective, that's for sure. And this is SHX Gundovi. Sorry if I got that name wrong, mate, at all. He says, good luck from a Liverpool Football Club City fan. Leicester City Football Club. Get me words up. LFC fan. Played well in the first half, unlucky to pay. It's not unlucky, mate. You bombed it over the top. It's just one of those, mate. Unfortunate, but we move on. We've got notify saying, let's hope Diaz keeps his unbeaten record. We're all hoping for that one, mate. We're all hoping for that one. Kyle says, Kurt, we're all right, but we need to score. It would be nice to score, but I don't think we necessarily need to score. We're still top of the table, points ahead, with games in hand. Obviously, we'd like to walk away with Anfield with the victory, but making sure we don't lose this game is more important to me than if we win the game personally. I don't know about everybody else. And Scotty Mole says, Chris Baker, oi, that's my job to be gloomy. Hey, mate, a lot of us are, aren't we, mate? It's just the way it goes. And you got Lennon saying they're almost a full team. They could be there for the taking, in my opinion. Yeah, having Alisson, Fabinho, and Mane all come back is definitely a boost to them. That's for sure. It's definitely not going to do them any harm. And Mane's looked extremely lively in the first half. Definitely always a danger man to watch. Jack Lee says, I agree with Chris. Murray shouldn't have started. That's fair enough. Charlie Everett said, I'm absolutely sick of this. We're cursed at Anfield. Mate, the game isn't over yet. It's 0-0. To be fair, they should have scored at least one goal. I'm trying to be as positive as I can through the nerves, to be honest with you. Kimberwoa says, how is it now as a citizen we will win tonight? It's been one of those, mate. Very cagey game in regards to the football, but I'm hoping we win tonight. It's 0-0, and it can go either way. It's just a case of working hard and trying to take our chances and trying to actually create some chances. Charlie says, I said he was going left, but not Rosette. I hope we're winning today, but as it stands right now, it's 0-0. The half should be coming up relatively soon. And we've got Diego, and he says in the 17th minute, I think bring on Fernandinho and Gabriel Jesus possibly. Yeah, there definitely will be changes. Pep will make some changes, I'm sure, but what they will be and when they will come is a different story, because predicting Pep's lineups and substitutions is never an easy feat.
Hey, mate.
You're right.
Yes. Did that go all right?
I think it went all right. I don't think
giving you any grief.
Nah. Just a couple of United fans, but they were nice. They were nice people. Like I said to them, we can't all have as much practice at penalties as them. You know, it is one of those. What can you do?
Yeah, that's a very good point. So no changes, it looks like.
No changes, it looks like so far to the lineup. No changes for them as well.
If you had to change something, what would you change as it's on that first half, Kurt? If you had to change something.
If I had to change something, it would probably be moving Raz to the right, taking off Mahrez and putting on someone else that pack the midfield a little bit more.
Yeah, well,
tactical changes, but at the moment, I'd say keep it as it is for 10 or 15 minutes. See how these boys do, and if it ain't improving, then that's when you look to make changes. That's for sure. What about yourself?
Like I said, I don't think Gundogan's had the best of games today. Very unusual because he's been absolutely brilliant. And I'm just thinking about legs against this midfield and helping back if he wants to keep sort of Cancelo and Zinchenko in that role with Raz and Mahrez. Maybe we need slightly something different in midfield. So it might mean we've got Mane on a break here up against John Stones, plays the ball in, great covering from absolutely brilliant covering from Zinchenko. That was really.
I know a few people in the comments were giving it a bit of stick, but like I said, I stuck up for the lad. I think he had a decent first half. I don't be shaky in the first 5, but everyone was shaky in the first 5.
I don't think the problems were caused solely by Zinchenko. I think it was the fact that nobody was helping him out, and then
Gundo and Raz just weren't getting back into it.
And then they did. And then, Raz started to come back into helping him out. But it'd be interesting to see whether the same issues in that first half, in this first sort of 5-10 minutes.
It looks like we've gone to a 4-2-2 out of possession, which I always much prefer when we do that, when our wingers tuck in like that and one of the midfielders stays up. I think it's way better base for defending out wide.
Luckily here, that was out again to Robertson. But we've got to watch. I mean, look, there's 3 players at the back post, albeit that was a crap ball from Liverpool there. But again, you can see how they're trying to overload against the fullback position, our fullback position. I mean, they have 3 players there at the back post versus 1.
That's their strength, is the walk wide areas and getting all their 3 forwards into the box. So it's definitely something that, like I said, I'm really happy that we've gone to the 4-4-2 out of possession. I like when we press this way. It means we're not unbalanced for a switch. We want to swap it from left to right. We don't have that extra man on the other side. We have the extra man. Sorry. Yeah,
I agree. Anyway, I'll let you get back and watch the game. And
mate, no worries. If anything crazy pops up, mate, I'll jump in and.
Absolutely brilliant. Cheers for that.
Have a good one. Enjoy the game, lads.
There you go. That was Kurt. Did a brilliant job. City are on a bit of a counter, but now they've sort of slowed it down. And Raz is coming back inside, gives it back to Gundogan. But that was a great recovery and covering there from Zinchenko against Salah, which is good to see. I don't think Zinchenko and per se Cancelo have had a bad game. It's just they're getting dragged inside. In that first half, they're getting dragged inside so much that it was just, we can't give Alexander-Arnold and Robertson that much time to put balls in however they want. That's the problem, because we know their deliveries are generally very, very good. I know Alexander-Arnold's not had the best of seasons, but you don't want to give him time on the ball and pick his pass. But we just want a little bit more cover from the midfielders or the wingers to come back and help. Again, another, come on, well won back, Phil. But again, another sort of sloppy ball. And Raz is back in a similar position in the box. Great ball! Oh, get in! Get in! Again, started again. Everyone, all you Sterling haters, started again. Now we won the penalty, went inside, attacking that box, went in that 6-yard, well, went towards that 6-yard box, pulled it in for Foden, shot, rebounded, Alisson saved, rebound, and who was there? Ilkay Gundogan. This time, he got it in the roof of the net, not necessarily on the ground, but brilliant run. Foden, great save from Alisson. Here's Kurt.
Raheem Sterling, mate, take a bow, son. As a
brilliant,
not a very well liked commentator these days would say, absolutely fantastic. And who was there for the rebound?
Hit your mute.
Oh, way too excited, mate. Oh,
all right. Yeah,
what a great goal.
Brilliant.
Absolutely great action from Sterling. That is world class. And I'm most critical of Sterling in this team because I know how bloody good he can be. And
well, it's one
fantastic.
And now he's got us that goal. Well, albeit, he played a part in that goal, but
he was started the action goal,
brilliant. It was fair play. It was a great save from Alisson. I mean, because that was
and what you always say, mate, gambling. Gundo was there.
Absolutely.
He wasn't sitting on the edge of the box. He was at the 6-yard line. You know what I mean?
Well, in Joe control.
One thing now is 5 minutes of calm. 5 minutes of calm. Knock the ball around a little bit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No silliness. Get the emotions dropped down a little bit.
Look at Klopp. Yeah. He's not happy. He is not happy.
That's how Klopp gets though when it doesn't go his way.
Yeah. And they're dissecting it now. A lot of them.
I know. We had a super chat from KG Styles. Yeah. And it was at this point, I'm putting Ederson on penalties. How can we have 3 missed penalties in 2 seasons against Liverpool, let alone anyone? We just miss penalties for a living. What I will say, KG, what I said earlier on, though, mate, but when it comes to a shootout, we bang them in.
Yeah, it's weird. Isn't it? It's weird.
When it's just a random penalty, it never happens. But when when it's a shootout, I remember the last time we lost.
What a ball!
Oh my God!
What a ball! I mean, and the person who gambled was Raspberry. Was just too far for him. What a ball from Phil Foden! Come on, City, get a second and put this to bed. Come on. They look rattled.
Yeah.
After that goal, I mean, this 5 minutes could either be like we said, keep the ball 5 minutes, or go and get them again. Get them. They look.
Being all up. Just back of the shark team, smelling that blood. How things turn, Leonard. Man of the match already, eh? Mr. Penn scores the goal. Hey, you love to see it. Get in there, boys. Get in there, boys. Made up for his penalty. Most certainly did, Andy. That's what I said, mate. I'm not going to have a go at him. He's been one of our best players the last 2 months, mate. Second half energy, Andy. How about that? We've got Leonard wants to get up. We all love Silky Ilky, mate. Who doesn't? Brilliant. I know Pep loves it, that's for sure.
Wasn't great. I must admit, I don't think he was great in the first half. I'll be honest.
He wasn't great at all in the first half, mate. But
not just his penalty. I think his
all-round play wasn't great, mate. But he's lackadaisical for me in the first 20 minutes. But
take that.
It's all about the same with Raz. It's all about keeping going, mate. Keeping going, not giving up. Poor defending by Trent. I don't care what it was, mate. Great goal by us. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah, I mean, a brilliant run from Raheem Sterling. I mean, that's what nobody else brings us. Mahrez is great because his touch is phenomenal, but he doesn't do that. He doesn't commit defenders inside the area.
Raz hasn't been doing that enough recently.
He hasn't. No, I agree.
I don't know if it's the confidence thing. I don't know if it's the striker thing that I was talking about the other day, but 2 times he's gone at him. 4 times he's gone at him. 2 times he hasn't got past, and 2 times he has. 1 led to a goal, 1 led to a penalty. So
that's got to give him some confidence now. And you'd have to think now, up against Trent Alexander-Arnold, if he gets the ball in a similar position, Alexander-Arnold's going to be thinking, Jesus Christ, I made a mistake. I didn't take him in the first tackle for the penalty, which probably was the right decision. But he's got to be thinking, shit, I've got to be really careful here with him. But we've got to be solid. We've got to just make sure we're solid. Don't do anything stupid. Don't let them have a sniff. Another ball, great covering header from Zinni. Got his positioning spot on there and a nice little ball inside.
This one's for you, Andy, mate. How comes I kissed me a mug at halftime and then we start scoring? So there's you saying superstitions aren't real. I'm not having it, mate. I'm not having it. It was all me in the glass. All me, Andy, the good vibes. It was all of that. Sterling was on his own. It was like he was in the Sahara. Yeah, he was. That was fantastic. Fantastic.
We've got a super chat. Yeah, we have. Yeah, go on, mate. You read it out.
Ever since Gundogan spun Kante and Kovacic like a Beyblade, he was different level. Guy's going to catch Bruno on goal soon. I love that, mate. Spinning like a Beyblade. Thank you very much.
So much.
Yeah. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, KG. Brilliant.
What a man.
But we are on. Well,
I don't know about anyone else, but that's dropped my nerves a few levels a little bit there. I'm sure they'll come back up as the game goes on, mate. But for right now,
there's a classic example. Edge of our area. Jones. I know it's Jones, and it could have been Salah or someone else, but edge of the area here pulls it back inside, and they're shooting from 25 yards.
Window needs to be sliding across, trying to put a block in. That's a lot of the problems City have had for a long time, is allowing people to take long shots because we just play the percentages of they're unlikely to go in. But how many Townsend, Oxlade goals?
But it shows you what they're doing. I mean, it shows you that. Klopp's just shook his head there on the sideline when Jones.
That's not what they do.
No, it's not what they do, and he's looking at it thinking, just keep the ball, play it wide, rotate it, don't be hitting stupid shots like that over the bar from 25 yards out. That just shows exactly a little bit of frustration keeping him, maybe because he's a young player and things like that. But
especially as they had all their joy was down from the wide areas, getting the ball really wide in the first half. So yeah, Zinchenko, second half's been immense so far. Absolutely immense.
Yeah, let's keep tight. You can stay on or you can go off, mate. Leave it up to you.
Oh, mate, I'll go off so I can watch this, but I'll make sure I keep it on mute. Otherwise, next time I come in, I won't keep bothering you, mate.
No problems. All right. There you go. Kurt giving us this great insight into the tactical elements, what's going on in the game, which is fantastic. Corners come in. Good punch that from Edison. Came for it. And the ball's all the way back to the Liverpool half line. Alexander-Arnold plays a big looping ball over the top. Cancelo now is being... Oh, nice. Very calm. Plays a lovely little ball. But Bernardo, we get the... Henderson had no choice in that. Thank you so much for everyone for the super chats. Just to let you know, Liverpool 0, Man City 1, 56 minutes and 35 seconds in. If you missed it, Ilkay Gundogan, lovely run. Again, very reminiscent of the way he won the penalty, but played a ball inside to Phil Foden. A first-time shot. Great save from Alisson. Rebounded out, and who was there to smack it in the roof of the net. Shame he didn't do that with a penalty, but it was Ilkay, and he got the goal. So City are 1-0 up. Gives us a little bit in a game that, let's face it, in this position now, Pep will want the 3 points. He'll want to just put this to bed, but it gives us a little bit of breathing room that, we'd take a point. Let's face it, we'd take a point, especially with the game in hand. But if we can get 3 points out of this, it'd be fantastic. But Liverpool is such a dangerous dangerous team here. Again, poor tackle from Joao Cancelo. My Lord, this is the problem with defending. Cannot tackle. Jesus Christ. Again, look, who's running back there? Mahrez. Look at Mahrez in that run. Joao Cancelo's again has been dragged inside. That's a corner. That was a brilliant block by Stones. Is it a corner? Yeah, it is. Great header out by Rodri. But again, Mahrez not spotting that. The fact that, again, there's a player at the back post, out wide, all on his own, and Joao Cancelo's been dragged all the way into the centre-back position. And it's a simple ball in the box, and then tries to tackle him, and it's like a nothing challenge. Good job, John Stone's got a knee on that. Maybe Eddie would have got it, but, God, it's frustrating. It really is. Clearly, I just said, have we fixed that problem with the balls out wide with our wingers or right and left midfielders tracking back and the danger? Well, we haven't, because Mahrez is just completely allowed Robertson to just have all the time in the world over on that side, or Jones. Very frustrating because it is a tactical thing that's not happening. This time, Mahrez has pulled out wide and is now trying to cover. But we've got to be careful of that diagonal ball over the top. You know, if Mahrez gets caught out of position there and leaves João Cancelo coming inside, City is so far, you know, backs to the wall a little bit for the last few minutes, but a little bit of interplay. They're going to play. Silky sort of mops up, plays a nice ball. Mahrez plays it to Rodri. Rodri plays it. Poor ball. Should have been into Phil Foden's feet, but he's played a misplaced pass. Otherwise, we could have been possibly 2-on-3 there. But there you go. ODG Babes, Arnold can't cross a good ball. 70 minutes, he's out of gas. Oh, come on, mate. That's a great ball out wide. Now, Bernardo here has got one-on-one with Fabinho. He cuts inside, plays a ball inside to the midfield to Ilkay, plays out wide now to Raz. Raz in the same position again inside the box, but this time he sort of stops because there's nobody making any runs and they're just keeping the ball. It's probably sensible rather than losing it. And we're just rotating it through Diaz onto Stones and Cancelo out to Gundogan. Anyway, guys, listen, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. If you're on here, give it a thumbs up. I'm not sure how many thumbs up we've got, but give it a thumbs up if you want. Hope you're enjoying it. I don't normally do the watch-alongs, but this is probably the biggest game of the season so far. So anyway, Mahrez here, one-on-one. Is he going to go inside the box? Is he managed to get a ball back, but he beat himself. Probably beats himself more times than he beats players, but we still got the ball. That's the main thing. And Zinchenko is coming out wide again to Raz. Same thing. Raz is getting space. Alexander-Arnold, because Salah's not doing what Mahrez is doing. Salah's not tracking back and helping Alexander-Arnold. And so Raz has got loads of space. And this is Foden and Raz here, but a bit of a poor header from Foden. But we still through energy, got the ball back with Gundogan. Inside to Rodri. Rodri, nice little touch. Or tried to play a little dink. But yeah, maybe a bit more on that. And Cancelo gives the ball away for just pulling back Mane. Let's see, big jumps in here. Phil Jones is better than Curtis Jones. And it's Andy Blooming because Zinchenko has been on all game. He says, I'm liking Raheem as captain. Oof, I don't know about that. I'd take Diaz before Raheem. But at the moment, oh my God, Diaz. Oh, get up. Oh, he's given a penalty, hasn't he? He's given a penalty. I don't know what Diaz was doing there. Poor, I mean, come on. And he's fought, I mean, you know, you can't do that with Salah because Salah just falls over. I mean, it's a crap touch. Should have gone with his left leg. And he's fallen over. He is literally, I mean, they're not going to reverse it, but he is literally put his hand on his arm. Look, and look at that dive. His legs have gone in the air and everything. I mean, I've never known anyone that you can touch somebody's arm and your legs suddenly go in the air. That is the most incredible thing in the world. But I mean, really, really poor defending from Diaz after he's been absolutely superb. Just goes to show you how one bad mistake, one bad touch. He tried to take it with his right foot. Should have just put his left foot through it. But Salah, Jesus Christ, it's embarrassing. How a human being's legs can go in the air when somebody touches your hands is just frightening. But anyway, Salah against Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Let's see. It's 1-1. There you go. Ruben will be disappointed with that because it was poor defending. If it was anybody else, if it was John Stones or if it was Laporte or it was Eric Garcia did that, everyone would be slagging him off and going mad. It was really, really poor defending. But made an absolute meal of it. It is embarrassing. If you know, we'll take it if it was a City player going out as a penalty, but it's absolutely embarrassing. But again, here, what Diaz is doing there, absolute head's gone all over the place. But yeah, we've got it's 1-1. It was probably should have been 1-1 because of the Mane chance, and but Should have been 2-1 with that, but another brilliant brilliant run, beats 3 players and then puts a poor ball in out there. But City, come on, we can still do this. We can still do it. Harry Jones says bloody dive. He is absolutely, it is embarrassing. Abdallah says diving cheat. Sally says is a diver. And that's what's wrong with VAR. It is, because the fact is, any professional footballer was on the VAR panel, they'd look at that and go, well, yeah, I guess if you touch them, they could go down, but that's with the feet. They're not running with their arms. Somebody touches your arm, how do your feet come off the floor? I mean, that's the thing. If he just went like that, oh, come on, ref, he's just pulled me back here. Fine, I'll get that. And if the ref gives the penalty, you go, yeah, fair enough. But it's the fact of the way his feet come off the ground, and it's just embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. It really is. It's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. But I guess they'll say, well, if he could impede him, but you know, touching his arm is not going to impede his run. But touching his arm has made him fall in the air, jump in the air, and fall on the floor. It's not an electric shock. Just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. But I'm sure most professional footballers, ex-players, would look at that and go, I guess the letter of the law might give it, but I mean, that is never a penalty. But there you go. It's 1-1, and we just have to accept it. I mean, Ruben Diaz has been absolutely flawless, really has, but he's made a right absolute cock-up of that one. Anyway, from a first poor touch. So let's hope it doesn't knock his confidence, because the guy's been absolute class. So 1-1, we are on 35 minutes in, and Mahrez is wide on the right. Come on, City. Come on. Inside to Cancelo. He plays it out wide to Raz. Inside the box on the left-hand side. He's standing 3 players up there. Gundogan plays it back to Zinchenko. Into Rodri. Keep your shape, City. That's the thing. Keep your shape. That was 99 times out of 100, Diaz would have just cleared that with his left foot. So, I mean, it was a nothing thing. It was just a poor mistake. But apart from that, they've not really done anything else. Other than what they did, those 2 chances in the first half. That's nearly a nice ball in. But I've got a feeling 66 minutes in, Pep might make a change. He might make... Look at this from Salah. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. What is that guy all about? He's the biggest fanny I've ever seen in football. I've never seen anything like it. Somebody just stands next to him and he throws himself forward. What an absolute pussy. He really is. Absolutely. I mean, it's horrible to watch, because it's cheating. It's just plain cheating. And they're bringing on the small guy. I nearly said something else then, but I don't want to offend people. So they're bringing on the small guy, and they're bringing off Thiago. So they're bringing on Milner. So they're looking at possibly going for this now. So I think Pep might make a couple of changes. Maybe Foden's not done anything so far in the second half. Maybe Foden comes off and he brings maybe Gabby on, maybe, or he brings a Fernandinho on, tries to shore it up a little bit and give the likes of Gundogan a little bit more freedom going forward. KG Style, Granty, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that super chat. He says, this is what I mean. We let Liverpool off so many times. Them penos, I'm telling you. Right, let's see what Kurt thinks. Kurt?
Well, I was just about to say, is it time to bring Dino on, take Mahrez off, and move Silva a little bit higher up the pitch?
Yeah, or Gundo.
Yeah, or Gundo. You could Gundo for Dino as well. I could see that. We just lost a little bit of control after obviously them getting the penalty. Just on the penalty itself is farcical.
Oh, here we go. Raz, another brilliant bit of play. Can we see a VAR here on this one? He's waved it away very quickly. Foden's got up. I don't know whether he's just going. Let's just see. But Raz does well, cuts inside, wins the ball back. His pace again gets him.
Leaves him for dead.
good ball in. It's a bit behind him.
Yeah.
I thought Bernardo might have been.
Did Hendo get a little bit of a touch on that cross to knock it back, or was it just winging that way? I didn't really see.
I think it might
coming a bit away.
Yeah, I think it just I think he might have got a touch for it to go out to Bernardo.
But for the penalty, it was just so disappointing because Stones had it absolutely covered. We've said it a million times. If the guy gets past you in the box, let him go. Maybe we cover it. Maybe the goalie saves it. You know what I mean?
It was just.
But I'm not going to have a go at him, mate. He's been absolutely superb tonight. Winning everything in the air.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mistake. There's no.
Of course it was.
You can't call it anything else. It was a poor mistake from him. I don't think it was a penalty. I
don't think so either.
I don't see how you can touch somebody's arm and the legs go in the air.
I thought it was contact with the foot. I thought he caught his foot in the running originally, but then on the replay,
here we go. Fabinho, yellow card.
Where is it? Yeah, exactly.
But and then the Salah dive in the middle of the park for. I mean, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing.
It's just what he does, eh?
I mean, these type of things. I don't mind these type of challenges. That's you take.
Nothing like that. That's one of those, isn't it? That's professional foul.
Trying to buy stuff with.
There's nothing wrong with a professional foul, but I'm not even too bothered about players trying to win stuff. But when it's just like,
I don't mind when it's the legs.
I
don't mind the legs
when he's already passed it.
Yeah. If it's the legs, you go like.
He only went down because Stones had the ball covered and was already kicking it out of play. So whatever. But caught a free kick for us. Going over the ball.
Folding it. Oh, great ball!
Oh my god! Oh my god! What a goal!
Oh, he's got offside.
Oh, where's the line? Check the line. Get the lines out. Where's the man with the microscope?
What a great ball from Foden that was.
Oh, brilliant work.
That's gone back.
He looks mildly. That back foot.
Oh, is it? No, I don't know whether Stones is.
No, Stones isn't.
I thought the front foot was Diaz.
Look at the line.
I thought the front foot was Diaz. Stones, I think, was onside because he was behind Diaz. It was Diaz who looked offside, but it was Stones who. I think Stones.
Where's the man with the lines? We need the old Windows paint up. Come on, what's going on?
Are they showing this? Is there still VAR in this or what? Or is that it?
They're making it changed. So that's Gabby for Morris.
Are they not? Are they still reviewing this, or is that it? It's not reviewing it. We're not seeing anything. We don't know because
I don't know.
That replay looked like it was Diaz was the first man who looked offside, but Stones was behind him and further back.
Well, and also I thought that they were supposed to do the old keep the flag down until the phase of play was over, and not just bin it off because they think they got the line.
They're not going to show us anyway, so
maybe they will after the.
I'd like to see that. Oh, they're not showing us because Liverpool, and it'll be a contentious decision. But obviously they're not giving it because they're playing on. But I'd really like to. Did somebody just put on here? Diaz's shit.
I think someone did.
Okay, Silver's also right. I'm just blocking this guy. He's an absolute fucktard. He's gone. Anyway, Silver shit. Wipe your salty tears. Somebody says, yeah, absolutely. Oh, all things rugby league. All things rugby league comes on and says, wipe your salty tears. Bloody hell, rugby league. Stick to rugby league, mate. I don't know whether he's a sick fan or he's having a go at us or he's going at Oh.
That's it, lads.
Hey up. Go on.
The pitch.
Oh, what a great ball from Alisson into Phil Foden.
Best in the world with his feet, they say.
Brilliant. It's a praise. That one.
It's a praise.
It's silky. Brilliant run from Foden.
The old camera off, you know what I mean? Just scaring the neighbours, but that's what we do best. Come on, City.
Like those salty tears, you idiots. Come on, City. What a brilliant run from Phil Foden. And who's the man again?
They say mind the gap. What a ball! What a ball from Alisson! What a ball! Absolutely world class.
Weren't they putting Alisson ahead of Ederson in the combined teams? Jesus Christ, he's given the ball away that much tonight.
It's a great assist from Alisson. Absolutely world class.
Oh, what a run from Foden! Pulls it back. Silky's there.
Calm.
He loves the roof of the net tonight, doesn't he?
Mate, That touch from Phil was so calm. He had 3 options. He could have cut it back to Raz. He could have played it across like he did. Cold.
Get in. Look at Alisson.
Oh, back in. Unlucky Sonny Jim.
There you go. Wipe your salty tears. I don't know. You might be a City fan saying to the Liverpool.
Yeah, I think you might be.
Maybe you might be, but so I apologise if you are. But if you're not, then you can wipe your own salty tears, mate. Oh, careful, guys. Nepa, be careful with your language per se. It's all right, the odd F and Jeff, but be careful with writing it down because.
Yeah, mate.
Right, we're on the break again here. Come on, City.
I'll tell you what, those changes for Liverpool were not smart. They've been absolutely bobbing since those 2 changes. I don't know if it's us keeping up the tempo.
I think he's a dipper, but there you go. But anyway, if it continues, we'll just block it. So it's one of those. Let's go back down. Is there anyone else? Well, there we go. Enter Zone says, don't worry, City are champions. Well, we're not yet, mate. Trust me. There's still a long way to go, but it puts us in.
I do want to bring up this comment because I think Andy Bloomer is so 100% spot on, mate.
Yes.
His socks are going to be soaked when he gets off, and it ain't because it's wet. Let's just put it that way, mate. That's one thing you will never. It's same with Mane for Liverpool. Those 2 players, managers' dreams. Oh, I tell you what. Trent's not having a good time now.
He's not having a good time against Raz. He's really worried. Time Sterling gets the ball.
Absolute credit to Raz because I didn't even have him in my starting 11, mate, from last night. Just because of the Liverpool hoodoo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just keep sticking with him because I just think he brings something nobody else can. But I
completely agree with you, mate.
I know he's not. Been great.
Can he get there? Oh no, it's just about.
I know he's not been great of late, but yeah, he's still.
He gets sticky patches of form, mate. Everyone has it, mate. You can't go up the level.
Alisson's done it again.
He's second assist. Second assist.
Okay.
Come on! Yes! I'd love to see it, mate. The best player on a pitch. Best player on a pitch. Let's go.
He's man of the match, Alisson, without a shadow of a doubt. Alisson,
man of the match. He's man of the match. I told you, mate. Great assist from Alisson again. What a player. What a guy.
Bernardo Silva's little chip. Look at this pass from Alisson.
Talk about monkey off your back, mate, getting that goal. Bloody hell. I feel so happy for Raz.
Oh, get it.
That assist was disgusting.
Oh.
He dinked him from 2 yards away, mate. He's done him dirty. Oh, that is.
Here we go.
Mate, that's the sort of stuff you can only see after the watershed, mate. That was disgusting.
Absolutely brilliant. Look at him.
Oh my God.
I think we can certainly put it to bed. The combined 11 who you'd have in your net, without a shadow of a doubt. Imagine you put him in for assists, wouldn't you? If you wanted him in a Liverpool 11, you'd definitely have Alisson in because he's had 2 assists tonight for us. So goals.
They keep talking about putting Ederson in midfield. Why don't they stick Alisson in midfield? He's got a good range of passing on him, I heard.
Yes, yeah. Well, we're 77 minutes, 20 seconds in. It's Liverpool 1, Man City 3 at Anfield, and that hoodoo so far, there's a long way to go. But
Ederson's ball.
Easy. He's probably worried there because Mane went 1-on-1 with him. He's probably thinking, am I going to get more stitches? Even though I think Jurgen Klopp said after that City game, when Ederson got Mane studs in the hair, it was a nothing tackle. Yeah, big, massive scars and stitches down his face. It was a nothing tackle.
Yep. Pera spot on, mate. Absolute fire. That goal was unbelievable. The level of quality, ridiculous.
Salty Liverpool and Man U. Yeah, well, you know that. You know that's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. It probably we have City fans going on their channels doing the same.
Yeah, it's all part of the fun, mate. As long as you're being sensible about your banter, mate, it's all good. It's just don't be a silly bugger, innit? It's just common sense, like anything else, mate. Always appreciate that, Tim. If you're liking it for 3-1 for City, mate, smash that like button.
Let's give us a tiny bit of breathing room, but we're winning the ball back really well on there. Oh, that's a foul. Again,
Yeah.
Phil Foden, this time I said he's not done much this half, but suddenly he's just burst into life again. He's running at players. He's committing players.
He's one of our best ball carriers in terms of running with the ball. Him and Bernardo, in my opinion, are the two best players in the team in terms of traveling distances with the ball.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I've got to change the score, mate.
It's just been it's my
fault. I got it in for the 1-0 on the Gundo, but it's all just been crazy from there, lads. I do apologise about that.
Yeah, it's my fault. I should have changed it. I've just been that wrapped up in the game. So thank you very much for pointing that out. There you go. It is. It's changed now. It should come up. There you go. If you've not seen the score, watch that ticker bar come along. Here it is. Oh no, I didn't change the goal scorers, did I? Bloody hell.
I'm like that too, Ocean Range, mate. Don't you worry, mate. It's always a nervy game when you're playing these boys away.
I'll just change that as well. There you go.
SOS. He did say last night. I remember on the Friday night social, we did have a comment about saying he thinks Sterling's going to turn up and have a good game, mate. So absolute credit for you backing your man, mate.
Good.
Fair play, mate. Fair
play. There you go. So it's been changed now. Gundo 2 and Raheem Sterling. Thank you.
It was absolutely disgusting, Addy. That assist was, you know what I mean? Like I said, after the watershed, it was unbelievable. Dinking him from that. Oh.
Well, as it stands at the moment, we're at 80 minutes in, coming up to 80 minutes and 15 seconds. And as it stands at the moment, City are going 10 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand. What's that?
I just wanted to say, Abdullah, mate, we got 10 minutes and change, mate. It ain't over yet.
No,
work to be done in this game, mate. Still work to be done in this game, mate.
Well tracked back, Bernardo. Superb. Absolutely brilliant.
He's been fantastic all night. Absolutely fantastic.
Very well. Poor ball from Ruben Diaz there. He's got to be a bit careful after that, giving him a penalty away. But he has been brilliant with Stones.
I like that from David. Can't see the score. Let me whip my sunglasses on.
They're still thinking it's your lucky blue mug. They are obsessed with it. Must be the lucky blue mug. Andy Blooming. There you go. Kurt Hale, the lucky blue mug.
It's a City blue mug, and it says the boss, mate. I stole it off Pep.
There you go. So maybe Kurt will continue the Martin lucky blue
tradition of the lucky blue.
Something. Yeah. But it's been a much better attacking performance this second half. We've created stuff. We've committed them. Look, and there, Bernardo's just gone through 4 players. Took 4 players out of the game there.
He's done that excellently tonight, breaking the lines. Excellently in terms of carrying the ball. On
to Gabby. We're sort of 8-9 minutes away from a the first victory in 18 years.
I was a wee little 10-year-old lad, mate.
Wow.
Well, it's a long time ago now, mate. Long time ago.
Great ball out to Foden. Foden here one-on-one with Trent. Go on, Phil.
Oh
my Lord! I thought he was going to cross it, and he's not. He's just absolutely.
There's a difference. There's a difference between pretenders and the real thing, mate. There's a difference between pretenders and the real thing.
Oh my God! What a goal! This is just absolutely embarrassing for Liverpool. It really, really is. It's phenomenal. What a strike from Phil Foden, the Stockport Iniesta.
This is what we've been saying, mate. I said it inside, and he just cut it and shoots. Oh,
what a strike! No chance, Alisson.
No chance, the keeper. You can't blame the goalie for that one. That's just pure unadulterated class.
Oh, what an absolutely amazing strike by Phil Foden! Brilliant. I mean, just that fact. I've just been crying out, and I've said it. That's why I want Sterling in the team so much. About when they get into that box, drive at them, cut inside and have a shot, or cut inside and do something.
Go on, keep it nice.
We haven't actually done that. And tonight, I wouldn't want to get lost.
I wouldn't mess with Edison. I wouldn't want to mess with that lad. He may have a smiley face tattooed on his neck, but he ain't someone to mess with. I'll tell you that. Look at this, naughty that. Do you see that?
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Hey, you don't want to dick about with Edison, mate.
Oh, that's what I said.
He thinks he's someone
special. What is it with these Liverpool lads? Gomez, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold.
Ah, mate. It's frustration. Look at Pep's probably thinking, oh, guys, you've done it tonight. We said at our time, didn't we? We said he will look at the tweaks, he'll look at where it's gone wrong, and he'll probably say, look, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that.
I honestly think changing to the 4-4-2 out of possession done absolute wonders, because it meant that Raheem and Mahrez's starting positions were further back, so they were closer to when the fullbacks actually came, and that's why they happened to go inside a lot more in the second half. But
shows you it. Game over here for Liverpool, because
they're bringing on
the young kid.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Giving him minutes.
85th, coming up to the 85th minute.
I'm very perplexed by Klopp's changes. I thought they were terrible. The game completely changed. It was very weird.
He's been embarrassed. He's been absolutely embarrassed by Pep today. Pep's just made those tweaks at half time, and the second half we've absolutely destroyed him.
There you go, LFC fan here. Congratulations on your win from a Liverpool fan. I'm happy that United ain't winning the league, mate. That's the one thing that us and Liverpool fans can agree on, mate. We don't want the Rags to win the league. You know what I mean?
Thank you for the comment. If you are a Liverpool fan, then fair play. But yes, it's
not so far.
4.5 minutes to go to full time plus extra time. And it's been a brilliant second half performance by Manchester City. Just destroy. I mean, you're looking at some of their players. I mean, rather than ours. I mean, we've spoke about ours all game, but you look at some of theirs, and you look at Firmino and Salah in the second half. I know he sort of threw himself on the floor for the penalty, but non-existent. Absolutely non-existent.
I like this one. You've paid the refs, haven't you? You cheeky so-and-sos. I'm sure we have.
Yeah. That's why they gave Salah that penalty for that amazing, incredible touchy hand and he legs go.
OG the baby did make this comment. He did say earlier after 70 minutes, Alexander was always out of gas. So fair play to him. He's been bobbins in the second half. Raz has been absolutely destroying him.
I think Raz has destroyed him all game. I think he's been really worried about Raz all game. One-on-ones.
Oh, Raz has been unbelievable. Unbelievable today.
Great game tonight. Shaqiri with a great header that from John Stones.
Won every header tonight. Every single. I've been counting them. Every single one. It's not lost a header today. The only one who lost a header was Diaz in the first half against Mane, or two times against Mane. Yes, we most certainly are, mate. At the moment, as things stand, Andy, you're most certainly correct. We are top of the league.
We are. And it doesn't matter what the result is, we'll still be top of the league tonight. But
I certainly will be. But
brilliant by Rodri. Great tackle.
That's another person who's been fantastic tonight.
He has quiet, but quietly effective.
I said it the other. Oh,
great punch out.
I said it.
Great tackle.
I said it the other day in one of the reactions. He's a bit like a ghost. He just turns up where he needs to be. Shadow, I think, is probably a better expression. He's just behind people there, nicking the ball. I said before the game.
That's his new name. You're too young for it, probably, unless you like the back catalogue of Only Fools and Horses. But when they get locked in the manager's office of a supermarket and they're trying to rob the bank, rob the safe, and they get held in there by a gunman, and it's calls himself the Shadow. He is. They seek him here, they seek him there, they seek him everywhere. He is the Shadow. That's what Rodri's been like. He is, mate. Super effective.
Big vote of confidence, like I said before the game started, with him getting the nod over Fernandinho, because normally he gets dropped for these games. So I'm sure that's done a vote of confidence.
Been brilliant. He's been brilliant the last few games. And again, I'm happy for him to go under the radar. I know we said he had a great game the other night, but he's tonight he's just gone about his business quietly. Nothing special, nothing, Gareth Southgate's there in the stands watching, and he's probably looking at Phil Foden and Raz tonight going, wow, what a player we've got hands with Phil Foden. He's been very good this second half in particular. Well done, Zinny. Well done. He's been brilliant tonight, Zinchenko. Oh, Raz.
Keep your heads, boys. There's still time in this game. It ain't over. I don't want to see. I don't want to see you start getting complacent.
Well done, Zinchenko. He's been brilliant tonight, Zinchenko. Absolutely.
He's been brilliant for a long time, mate. I've always rated Zinchenko. Like I always say, it's horses for courses. The right guy for the right game. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
That's taking the piss, big style. They've pressed so much. The energy levels of the players have been phenomenal tonight. Absolutely. Even now, still pressing, still wanting to win every single. I mean, Stone's having to go at Marnie here for leaving one on him. And he's having to go at the ref there. Just left a little bit of a late boot on him. But again, there, Bernardo flying back. And he's giving it there, talking about the Marnie leaving a bit of a late boot on Stones. And we're coming up to 90 minutes. We're 30 seconds, 20 seconds away from the 90 minutes. We'll see how many. Probably with the goals, we'll probably get 4 minutes, I'm guessing, of extra time. But we'll wait and see. It'll come up very shortly. But this is Liverpool 1 at Anfield. Liverpool 1. This will be their third. Is it third defeat on the road?
Third in a row. They got their first home goal of 2021. Yeah, so congratulations to them.
February the 7th, they've scored.
He took a penalty.
And it was a penalty, which shouldn't have been. But anyway. Behind Alisson's maskets.
Yeah, behind Alisson's maskets, Carius. A poor bloke, mate. I felt so bad for him that time.
3 minutes of extra time. So, go on, get one more, City. Go on, get one more. Really rub it in. Come on.
I'm not even going to go for the attention on the pronunciation there, mate. But he said it's been the best weekend over COVID-19, mate. It's been a fantastic day so far, mate.
Superb. Brilliant. Performance. There were times in the first half where we were giving the ball away a bit sloppily and things like that, and we were getting caught out a little bit in the fullback areas. But since half time, Pep's managed that perfectly at half time, and the second half has been phenomenal by City. Absolutely phenomenal.
Most certainly has, mate. The only thing you can say is just the mild error from Diaz for the penalty. That's nitpicky. That is.
It's piss taking now. It's piss taking now by Gabby.
Gabby likes doing that though.
Man of the match, Phil Foden. Man of the match is Phil Foden on Sky Sports.
I wouldn't have given it to Phil personally, but
yeah, me neither. But
you know what they're like on Sky Sports, mate. If he's English and they score a goal, they get it. You know what I mean?
He's been very good since about the 45th, 50th minute. He's been very good since then, running at players. But
yeah, I think since they got their penalty, we've been absolutely fantastic, and that shows mettle, that shows determination, that shows spirit. Absolutely fantastic, and that's why I'm so impressed by Raz. He just kept going tonight, and he's been doing that a lot recently, even when they've not been working.
They're gonna do a United piss take here at 4-1 up on the corner. They've just done one. How many will they do? Will Bernardo get involved in?
You remember like at United when we did him 2-1 and we spent 5 minutes in the corner flag? I had a good time.
Yeah, they're gonna try it again here. Try and get in the corner. Real proper piss take. No, they've lost the ball.
I don't really want Rodri in the corner though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Anyway, they're gonna go on the break, try and salvage something. But who is all the way
Phil.
pushing the back? Well done. Well tracked back, Phil Foden.
That's what it's all about. 92 minutes and change. You run till the whistle's blown, lads.
20 seconds.
Absolutely fantastic. I just want to read this one out. It says, the boys have done us proud. We made a good Liverpool team look average. Loving the show, guys. Keep up the great work. Could you say hi to my wife, Rossi? And she's a
Rosie.
And she said City. Rosie, sorry. As she said, City would score 4 today. Spot on, mate.
Massive big shout out to Rosie. You got the you said it. You thought. I mean, I don't think any of us in the Friday Night Social said 4, did we? I think we had a 3-0. Somebody said 3-0, didn't we?
Tom said 3-0. Say 3-0. Oh, and that's
there it is. It's gone.
Full time.
Amazing. I tell you, yeah, Martin's on and he's just put a super chat on here. Martin, thank you so much. You didn't need to do that, buddy. Quad is on. Big congratulations. And great stuff. Thank you, Horsey. Martin, listen, you're gutted, Martin, aren't you? Because how many 4-1s and 5-0s and 4-0s have you got?
Always this scoreline, isn't it?
Then on Friday, you didn't go for it. Yes, thank you for that, buddy. Really do appreciate it. And I hope you're doing well. And I hope that has cheered you up this weekend. Fantastic result. Liverpool 1, Man City 4. What a performance by Manchester.
Team performance, man to man. The only person you would necessarily say was at a poor, not a great game was probably Mahrez. But even then, I didn't think he had the worst first half. In the first half, that was very cagey. At the end of the day, going from the first half, how I felt at the end of the first half and how I feel now is I'm so proud of the boys. They can go home tonight with their head held high. They're absolutely it's quick travel back to Manchester. Not a long one.
It is.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, I don't know whether you've got about 10 minutes or so to hang around and have a quick chat. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm more than welcome to sit around for 10 minutes, see what the boys are saying in the chat. I know it's just going to be a lot of get-ins, bloody good jobs, and all that good stuff.
Can I leave you just for 10 minutes and just check on the dog? Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah,
I'll leave you with that, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. And
no problem, mate.
I can carry on with a bit more before I go for my dinner. But anyway, I'll leave you with Kurt. That is 4-1 Man City. That takes us 10 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand. And more importantly, that takes us 5 points clear of United now. And I think we're still in hand. So
because we've got that.
Here we go. 50 points we're on now. United are on, and we've got a game in hand on United. United are on
10 goal difference as well.
Yeah, 10 goals. Leicester are third on 43. Liverpool, after playing 23 games, are on 40. So we're 10 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand. And if we win that game in hand, which is the Everton game, that'd be 53. That'd be 13 points clear, which is phenomenal. So I'll leave you with Kurt. Get your comments in. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. That's been an amazing performance. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. But over to Kurt.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but when I woke up today, I did not expect us to win 4-0 away at Anfield. Absolutely dominating with Raheem Sterling putting in an absolutely spectacular performance. I'm just going to get into some of your comments about some of the performances. Imagine Scouse in the house. True. And this one I've got to bring up. Martin, you are a legend, mate. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope the 4-1 was top, mate. Absolutely buzzing for the game. I know, Chris. How can we be clean sheet FC if we're conceding goals? What's that all about? But yeah, congratulations to Liverpool for getting their first home goal in 2021. So congratulations them. Kamals, nice to see you, mate. Words out my mouth, mate. Absolutely amazing. And Shedizon said, nice one, Martin. Glad you enjoyed the game with your son. That's it, mate. That's like I said to you the other day, Martin. Watching those games with your kids and that, mate, ain't nothing better. And I'm sure he absolutely loved that one. We got Joseph on, a Liverpool fan. He said, Alisson, get out. Yeah, fair play to you guys. Yeah, fair play, mate. To be fair, the game in the first half and the game in the second half weren't the same game, mate. But in the second half, we absolutely blitzed you. But I don't know what those clock changes were. I felt the game changed a lot on clock changes personally. Come on, City, man. I'm sure you see by my celebrations, I was buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing. Bernardo and Foden were brilliant today. Thank you, Andy and Kurt. Great watch along. NL, the lucky blue mug, mate. It's not the lucky blue glass, but it did us well tonight, lads. It did us well tonight. And yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this, so I've had a great time chatting to you boys. You know, I always enjoy chatting to the guys and girls in the chat, but I'm just so buzzing off this performance. Phil Foden, Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan. For me, those three players in the forward, they stood out. And Diaz and Stones was unbelievable tonight. Every header won. Bloody brilliant. And Kyle says, Kurt, it was a great second half. The reason we won was because of you and A. It wasn't because of us, mate. It was because of those boys on the pitch working their bloody socks off to get it done, mate, and not stopping till they got it done, mate, and working to the very, very final whistle. And we're all so chuffed and proud, mate. Don't worry. Easy win for City. Easy, saying easy now, mate, but it didn't feel that easy way in the first half. What a game, eh? What a performance in the second half. Some absolutely outstanding performance. And I know me and Addy are going to be exceptionally happy with Zinni in the second half. What a blinder from him on a personal note. You know, I like my Zinchenko. What a screamer from Foden. Best youngster in the league. He is one of the best youngsters in the league. He's not one of the best youngsters in the league. One of the best youngsters in Europe, mate. He's just a talent. Doesn't matter about age. It's all about quality. 4-1. Yeah, that's what we got there in the end, mate. Congratulations to City. Most certainly is. We're right up there, lads, now. Joint heaviest home defeat. I didn't know that. Interesting. It would have been nice to get the clean sheet, but the most important thing is the win and the 3 points. That is the most important thing. That's the difference between Solskjaer and Guardiola. One does not know how to run Rashi. Other looked out after Diamond perfectly. You can see Foden getting better and better. The consistent run of games has really, really done him a lot of good. Man, we all love Foden. I'm so happy for him. That goal was fantastic. Cut inside, very quick, top bins. Nothing Alisson could do about that one, in my opinion. Absolutely nothing he could do about that one. We got Martin on. He says, Diaz made a boo-boo. First time for everything. Hey, mate, it was a first time for everything. Soft penalty. Stones had it absolutely covered. That's why Salah went down. But who cares? We took the 3 points, and that is all that matters. Yeah, they were awesome helping back. Shedders is Bernardo man in the match. Wow, indeed, mate. Wow, indeed. 4-1 City. That was it. Yep, everyone's trying to get in, say hello to Martin while he's in here, mate. Nice to see you in here, mate. Diaz was commanding for 99% of the game. Him and Stones were immense. Hey, Sean, first game you've seen Sunday, second one I've seen, mate, and I'm nearly 28, so you know what I mean. They don't come along too often, so we've got to enjoy them. It was a soft penalty, but at the end of the day, horses for courses doesn't matter now, mate. We take home the 3 points. Shedders, and to think we had 1 goal disallowed, missed a pen. Would love to see where the lines were for that one. I'll have to get that on Match of the Day 2 tonight and have a look at that, or because I'm sure we'll see if they show it. Who knows? But 3 points, all that matters. Everyone just getting their hellos and that. Blue Arts, Blue Moons, all the good stuff. Well done, City. I've never had so many rags rattled. Hey, mate, my brother's a rag, and I'll make sure I text him when I get off this, and it'll just be laughing emojis. Just be laughing emojis. Absolutely amazing, Kurt. You're an actual. Oh, thanks, mate. I don't know if I'm doing a good job, but I'm trying my best. I'm sure it'll get better the more times I give it a go. You know what I mean? But try my best. Cheers for that, mate. Raheem Sterling, he's top of the league. He's top of the league. He's top of the league. Raheem Sterling. He's top of the league. That's the last singing you're getting from me, lads. Thanks, Andy, mate. I appreciate that. Heaviest home defeat in the Prem. Get in if that's true. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. I'm not too worried about records. I'm not a big man on records personally. All that matters to me is the team performance, really, and getting the 3 points. But we take records, mate. We don't say no to them. Jack Lee, I'm loving it. Buzzing for Foden. He's getting piddled now. Don't blame you, Jack, mate. I'm really happy. For a personal note for me, I'm so happy for Sterling getting his goal at Anfield. That for me, on a personal note, I'm really happy for the lad. Good win for you guys. Now Leeds have to beat Palace. We'll see, mate. We'll see. It's been a bit of a mixed bag for you recently, but hopefully you boys can get the win for yourself. Keep it City. That's what we always try and do. But we love Noah. He's a good lad. Hi, Martin. Hope you're good. That's from Sean. We all love Foden. We absolutely all love Foden, mate. And Chris Baker's saying he might join you. What do you mean might join you, mate? I'm sure you're already halfway there, mate. He's already cracked open as he's sipping typing it. Foden was majestic. Yeah, that goal was fantastic. Oh, absolutely beautiful. For me, the assist of the night was that Bernardo assist. That was magical, mate. I could just sit and watch that on replay all day long, mate. Oh, magic. David says, pardon me. We're going to get through this. Our players never throw in their toys out the pram. We come up with solutions and we fight to the end. That's Manchester City. And you're most spot on there, mate. We do fight to the end, and that's what I love most about this team is it just keeps on going. It doesn't give up. It always tries the end. Even before when I was a kiddie, it's always been the same way, mate. And I'm just so proud today. So proud. Get in, lads. Sean's saying, Jack, you're always well. He always is, mate. He doesn't need an excuse now, does he? Take care and stay safe, guys. Battery's dying. Thanks for watching, Andy, mate. Always a pleasure. You take care of yourself, bud. Oh, big jump there. Big jump. You got Chris. Give Kurt a thumbs up. First time he's smart. I'm trying, mate. I'm trying. Zinni played amazing today. I think I agree with you, Man City, for the win. I think he played amazing tonight. I'm a big fan of Zinni. I love Zinchenko. Wait, everyone in the City team 10. Wash hands. Yeah, wash hands. Job done, mate. I completely agree with you. Victoria.
I was just listening then to.
I didn't catch the interview. What did he say?
He was. Well, I only caught the end of it, but he was just. Yeah, tell he's been media trained. He's very calm with it. Everything. It's just I'm just happy to help the team and blah 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 type of thing. But yeah, I have just made sure this bit's recorded because I love listening to Micah and.
I watch it all tomorrow. I do usually do it the next day after the. Watch it. I watch usually the match of the day, and then I get it. If it's a good game. And some games I can't sit through twice. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not a true blue, but no, some games aren't worth it, mate. Some games. No,
not at all. I'll be doing that tonight.
Got Kiam on. Hey up, mate. What a performance! City amazing. Phil Foden has arrived, mate. I know. I just keep going back to. I'm just so happy for Raheem Sterling, mate. He gets stick off people like me, mate, and it's not malicious stick or nothing like that. It's just we know how bloody brilliant he is. And we all want to see him get there and stay there. And tonight he showed what he's all about. Absolutely amazing. Pep is a genius, Victoria. Not wrong there, mate. Not wrong there.
I think Pep definitely made some changes there in that second half at halftime for the second half, and you could just see the transition from the back to the midfield to the front was much quicker. I think first half it was a little bit. I think Foden got isolated a little bit, and hence overrunning the ball.
I think he just told them, "Look, boys, when we're out of possession, get back into our shape.
Yeah,
get back into shape quicker because then you're 5-10 yards closer to the action. You know, it's only the third for me, and I'm 50 this year."
It's Chris. Chris, are you on the lash, mate? Is he on it?
I think him and Jack are cracking them open now.
One. Well, they deserve it after watching that.
Battered them. Yeah, that second half was amazing. First half was a bit dicey, but mate, that second half. What can you say? Every single goal was just beautiful, and some fantastic assists by Alisson. He's quality player. That guy. Great passes. Him. Great.
I think somebody's just put on here about. Did somebody bring it up before about? He's got more assists than KDB today. Yeah. 2 brilliant assists by Alisson.
Cheers, section, mate. I really appreciate that, mate. I really appreciate that.
He's doing a brilliant job. He's done an excellent job today. Really, really good. Done a brilliant job, Kurt. So well done.
Man City fan. I think every single person in the chat, apart from maybe a few Liverpool fans or United fans, are absolutely buzzing, mate. Winning at Anfield is a special occasion. Dominating them in that second half is even so proud of the lads. So proud of the lads.
Chris is saying, I'll be sinking a few, Andy. I'm sure you will, buddy. I'm just rewatching the.
Man City fans.
What's first goal?
Oh, it was
brilliant. Run.
Gambling was there, ready for it, like you say, mate. Like you were saying the other day.
Yeah.
Look where he's starting position. He's not sitting on the edge of the box. He moves. No. He moves. He's ready on his toes. That's what it's really all about.
Great. It was a good save from Alisson.
A bunch of holograms, mate. Oh,
yeah.
That's not very nice, is it?
Oh, what's that?
We're supposed to be nice to each other on the internet.
Fans only a bunch of holograms.
And there was me thinking we're all supposed to be nice to each other on the internet, man. Oh,
nah.
Yeah, like I said, Paul, monkey off his back, mate. Scoring that goal, I bet for a bit of personal pride for him. I bet he's going to go home tonight and just have a smile on his face. Oh, that penalty! I can't watch that.
I know. Well, I'm
First game next week.
I tell you what, I'm just going to come off this 1 minute.
He's going to check out, see what they're saying about that incident for us, mate. Mark, we started this strong part of this month. We started the hard part of this month strong. So hopefully the rest of February can bring on more performances and results like that, mate. And it is on to Spurs next. But don't worry, because we've got Swansea on the 10th, lad. FA Cup time. So don't forget about that one. It ain't a walk in the park. We all remember the rough game we had against Swansea before in the Cup a couple of years ago. 2019 season.
Souness has just said, it's one of those you can't touch them at their arm or something, but Salah's dived. He said, and that's just the way these players are this day and age, basically. He said, Salah's dived. It's that simple. But
yeah,
this day and age, you're going to get those type of things if you touch their arm. So even Souness, your legend, you're one of your legends, a wonderful player for Liverpool. Even he thinks it was a dive. It was an absolute dive. You can't touch somebody's arm and your legs come in the air.
He went to the ground because he knew Stones was covering the ball. Let's just say
actually, it's a good point because that's one thing he said. He said this Stones was covering. Stones kicked the ball before he hit the ground. It was a joke, man. But I'm not getting too annoyed about silly refs because everybody knows officiating in this country is poor. We all know it. So we can moan about it every week, but it's like a broken record, mate. It's not going to change. Not anytime soon. Just
2003 completed it, mate. I love that one, Charlie.
That Bernardo chip for Raz. Great. What is Alisson doing with that? It's frightening. But
the worst part is when he sticks his hand up like someone else had kicked the ball to him.
I know. What a chip. I don't know whether he was chipping that for Raz or whether he was trying to chip Alisson.
No, I think he was trying to chip it for the assist.
Do you think?
Because that would have been insane to try and chip it and curl it top bins from that angle. Maybe he did. Maybe we're not giving him credit, but either way, I don't care. Either way, mate. As long as it's to the back of the net, mate.
It's right.
If they're beautiful goals as well, we take those, mate. Scrappy goals, we take those. We've got Dube saying, I'd love to hear what Alan has to say about Plodri. You know what? Alan's just had a go at Rodri, so Rodri's performing better, and now he's amazing. So we've got to thank Alan, really, haven't we?
Just watching Foden strike back there. Oh, what a strike.
It's just how quickly he moves his feet and gets the shot
easy
off.
It's like one movement. It's like on his left foot and then bang, it's in. And keepers watch the feet as well, don't they? They watch to see where they're setting themselves and things like that. And he's just
see if it's going to come across or what.
In one movement, he's just banged it in. Absolutely.
Same here, Jack, mate. That was the second time I've ever seen us win at Anfield in my life, mate. So we take those, mate, though they don't come around too often. SOS says Mika's buzzing on Sky Sports, mate. I always enjoy watching Mika after the games, mate. He's just like us, isn't he? He just says everything we feel a lot of the time. I do love Mika. I think he's been a great addition to Sky Sports, really, to be on a personal level. I think he's been really good. In fact, people are comparing Rashford and Sterling as a joke. Rashford's a good player, mate. Like just because he's a rag, he's a good player, mate. He ain't as good as Sterling, but he's still a good player, mate. Credit where credit's due. City's character showed after Liverpool scored. That's exactly what I was saying, Leonard, mate. We got the goal and then they got the goal, and then we said, no, we're not having this. We're not having this.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes left of this watch along. There will be a post match, maybe later tonight or tomorrow on the channel. But my final question, just for everyone, so you can get involved, is I'll bring it up here, and that is, who tonight do you think was man of the match? Who won it for you? Obviously, Phil Foden got man of the match on Sky Sports. So I'll bring up some comments here, but man of the match, that's what I'm asking for. Give us your comments below. Simon says, Kurt, great job today, mate. He's done a brilliant.
I really appreciate it.
That's his first one where he's been on and we've left him on his own, and he's controlled the chats and everything really well. So well done, Kurt, and thank you for doing that, mate. Really, really good. We've got life. Yeah, you embarrassed Liverpool. We certainly did today, mate. That's an absolute certainty. City Essex 49er says Mika giving it large on Sky Sports, and so he should.
We love him. That's why we love him.
Absolutely.
Because everyone else has enough of their pundits, enough Liverpool, United, and that. He's got to stick up for us. You know what I mean? Martinez does the same with Spurs, mate.
He does. Well, they all do. They all do.
It's what you got to do. 10 away from 100 likes, boys. Let's get 100 likes for the City, mate.
Thank you,
fantastic performance.
Right, what we got? Simon. He's going for Foden. No, bit of a jump there. Sorry. Let me bring up my. That's a big, massive jump. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Happens when there's so many on, mate. Buzzing for the result, aren't they?
Yeah, tons have come on all of a sudden. Let me go through. Dupe, Stones, man of the match, or Foden. Yeah, it's interesting. God Frenzy says Foden. Section says Gundo. He's got 2 goals, and that's what it is. Chris says lively poo put back in their box. City 649 says man of the match, all 11 players. They were to a man. They were brilliant today. Like I said, Simon said Foden. AAD says, how are you doing, Martin? Let loved lead. That's new. You're new. Welcome to the channel, mate. He goes or she goes for Foden. Martin said Rodri was man of the match, but the real man of the match was Kurt and Andy Amaze. Thank you, mate. Enjoy the next. Trust, Daddy. Chris Baker says Foden, Raz, Gundo, all excellent today. They were. David Salam says, careful, lads, Cara might phlegm himself on the highway. I can't wait for, it's just such a shame, isn't it? When you get that bit of banter between Carragher and on Twitter with Carragher and Neville, you can imagine if it was, maybe Mika might give Cara something with some champagne bottles or something like that.
Oh, mate, I'm sure he'll have a few lined up ready, mate. Where he sat last night thinking of what he can do, right?
Yeah. Dave Rowland says Phil Foden. Wow. Dudley Lewis thinks it's Gundo and Foden. Scott Williams says Foden just have to knock a point off for Gundo for the missed penalty, but great character for him to keep going. Martin says mind the gap. Mind the gap. Gundogan is on another planet. He's been superb. And like I said, I think if you listen to me and Kurt in the first half, he wasn't brilliant. Let's face it. He was overrunning with the ball. Passes were a little bit off, and then there was obviously the penalty missing. Thinking, oh God, Jesus Christ! For someone who's been so good for us lately, he's not going to have a nightmare, has he? Nope. His class shone through. His experience shone through. He put himself in the right position. Scored 2 goals. I mean, he's just Pep. Pep was lauding him once in his press conference about him, and so a lot of different ones. Brad Niblock. Now I see why Gundogan is your favourite player, Andy. He wasn't my favourite. I'll be truthful with it. He wasn't my favourite player. Obviously, David Silva's my favourite all-time City player. I used to take the piss out of him in the first year he was here. Gundogan, I'm talking about, because he was always injured, and then when he came on, he was playing in that 3 in a defensive with David Silva and Fernandinho, and he was all a bit slow. And I was just like, oh, God, I don't like those 3 together. And he seemed to be just getting there, then get injured again. And then now we're seeing, like I said, I'm sure he's had some Russian COVID vaccine because since he's come back from COVID, his legs, the energy and everything else in it is phenomenal. I mean, he's lasting 90 minutes plus at the same pace he starts the first few minutes. It's frightening, and he's getting in an advanced role now. More opportunities. Oh, Klopp's on now. I'll have to watch this one back because that'll be
for that one.
Let's see if it's a bit more humble after his press conference. Now his team have just been absolutely embarrassed by.
Well, they got the excuse that Alisson only had 1 training session, and that's why he passed it to our players. So they get themselves their pre-excuses ready. So I'm not worried about them. For me, man of the match. I wouldn't normally. I just thought it was Sterling. For me, he was the one who drove us forward. Who sort of like said to the other players, "Nah, this ain't what we're doing. You deserve to win."
Man City bad. Liverpool deserve to win that. I don't worry, John. I'm not going to block you because I think that's quite funny. It brings a bit of humor to the channel. That's great. We like that. Oh, City, we love you. You can stay on and listen to all of this. John Wilson, time for bed. Yeah, mind you, you probably got some lessons tomorrow. Only Haaland has scored more goals than Foden at his age. Good, that's a good point. Martin says, right, I'm off to take care. Speak to you all soon. Great stuff. Get these to 100 likes and 17k. Thank you, Martin, and really thank you so much, buddy, for that super chat. And glad that you are still popping on, mate. But make sure you get a rest. Martin, I'm glad you're in the chat. Yes, so am I, Leonard. Later, SOS says, I think John Wilson's drunk. He might not be old enough to be drinking. Dave Rowland, brilliant night, but need to sort the penalty taker out. Sputnik Gundo on fire. Liverpool have been put to bed, Andy. They definitely have tonight. If I was a Liverpool fan, I can't wait. I'm obviously going to go have a troll around later on tonight of you. Anfield agenda, Anfield rap, and obviously the other channels, and see how they took that. I can't wait for the Anfield agenda meltdown.
It's a pleasure, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be quite funny. Can we get a free kick instead of a pen? To miss that pen, then come back and score 2 goals. That is mentality we missed last season. Very good point. That by Martin.
Had that mentality tonight.
It is.
Like if it didn't go right, they kept going.
What he did, absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, that brings us to the end of. Hold on. Addy says, "Oh man," and the Anfield agenda reaction to the third goal was absolutely hilarious. I'm sure it was. And I'm gonna have to go and watch it at some point later tonight when I get in bed. But we will be back with a post-match analysis. I'm not sure when, so I'll keep it. I'm not going to say it's going to be later on tonight. It could be tomorrow. Don't know who's doing it. I don't know what's happening, but keep an eye out. And don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? What are you doing? We've still got 57 on at the moment. We've had tons of comments today. And make sure you hit that bell icon. And that way you'll be notified when we go live, which, as you know, is most days. It might not be every single day, but most days we do go live with something for you. But I want to say a massive thank you to Kurt. So does Chris. Chris said, well done, Kurt and Andy. Thank you. So brilliant. Great stream. Well done, Kurt and Andy. Thank you, section. And OG, the baby, is giving it a whatever that is. I don't know. You'll have to tell me, Kurt. I'm too old.
I don't know if they're claps or wash hands. I get confused, to be honest. I don't know. I assume it's one or the other.
Yeah, it's
I end up
like
doing the wrong. I end up doing the wrong emojis all the time, mate. And I'm like, I don't know to change it.
Before I go, I want to give a massive shout out to Zinchenko tonight. I thought he was excellent. So I'm going to give a special. He might not have been my man of the match. Probably might have gone for Gundo with his 2 goals, or Raheem Sterling, or Phil Foden. I'm guessing one of those 3. I think they were very much of a muchness.
Yes,
give a special shout out. Diaz and Stones were superb, apart from Diaz's tackle on Salah, putting his hand on Salah. But I thought Zinchenko tonight was excellent. I thought he was very good, and he deserves a massive shout out on there. But Let Lovely finally says, win Champions League, Zinchenko plus Stones plus Diaz plus Cancelo. Wow, what a wow. That's rock solid defensive display with confidence and personality at Anfield. Good point, confidence and personality. Come on, City. Good show. Best of luck, guys. Thank you very much for that comment. Noah says, thank you guys for the stream. Have a good night. And you too. Chris says, Zinny. There you go. Zinchenko has his wallet in his right pocket and Salah in his left. Yeah, he definitely did tonight. If Gundogan scores at that rate, he will have 15 plus goals. That would be a frightening statistic for a midfielder that isn't a 10 or doesn't play naturally in a 10 in City, but plays in that little role here, there, and everywhere. If he goes on the way he's going, 15 goals is the minimum he'll score this season. And that is not like Bruno Fernandes with penalties and everything else. That is poachers
play goals.
Yeah, absolutely. So
there's some really good numbers this season, that's for sure.
He is very, very good, and obviously tonight I'm going to finish on a massive shout out to Raheem Sterling. Sorry, I would say I'm a Raheem lover and things like that, but I do think he gets a bit of unfair criticism. And to be at Anfield and tonight, he put on a superb display of a real intent and driving into that box, and I think that changed the game. I think it really changed the game for me.
It did. It set the tempo for the other players and let them know that's what we needed to do.
Foden did exactly the same for it. Foden did the same for his goal, didn't he? Driving into that box. committing them, especially after he won the penalty.
Yep.
That seed is planted in those defenders' minds, thinking, "Oh, a little tiny touch,
he's down." Yeah. Especially after the penalty the other end, they know it was soft on their end getting that penalty, so they know they can go the other way against them. Yeah, fantastic.
But it was brilliant.
Just brilliant all round, mate.
It was. Chris says, light a candle for the Dippers, guys. Don't worry, we will be tonight. Leonard thinks that's funny. Bernardo Silva looked like the 18-19 one. Said it is gradually coming bit by bit. And like Pep Guardiola said, I think we mentioned it last week sometime, that that incident with Mendy has affected him. It did affect him. And he's took a while to get over that and build his confidence back up. But now he's getting towards that player where he's player of the season, who's City's player of the season. And it's just boding well. To go to Anfield, which I think a lot of pundits thought Liverpool will be right up for this tonight, and it's going to be a really tough game for City. And, blah, 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 blah. We've absolutely destroyed them at Anfield. And I think it's worrying times for Klopp. I think it's worrying times for Liverpool. And I think
beginning of the end of that cycle, mate. All good.
It is.
They didn't spend enough money refreshing the squad like we did with that. When you have that sort of intensity of a team, you need a refresh, or players get burnt out or disinterested. And what we've done exceptionally well at.
To be fair to that, you look at the money they spent on Keita, Fabinho, you look
Chamberlain.
This Chamberlain.
It isn't as cheap as they make out.
No, God, no. And then Van Dijk and Alisson and everything else. They've spent a hell of a lot of money. And they cannot be in a position where they win the Premier League and then have just a couple of 2-3 injuries and suddenly they fall.
I think it's Klopp's upset at their board because they didn't get him Werner, right? They said, nah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's a bit ticked off that he hasn't got a new forward. I think that's what my personal view is. Obviously, I ain't got no information. That's what I see it as. I can't see he's happy sitting with the same front line for 3 years in a row when everyone knows how they attack.
But then Pep's done that. Pep's had to do that, hasn't he?
Solutions, mate.
Exactly that.
That's what great managers do, find solutions.
He's a genius, and that's what he's done. He's found a way. If the board are saying it's not the right time to buy players, a new striker, it's not the time. After COVID, maybe, but not now. So Pep's had to use his tactical nouns and move players. Pep's about to go live now. He's going live now. So go and watch it. Absolutely brilliant performance by Man City. I want to say a massive thank you to Kurt. This is it. And I said this, didn't I, the other night? Andy, like you said, big bollocks. And he's done it. He's shown it, Pep. Absolutely shown it. Best manager in world football, without a shadow of a doubt. But anyway, Kurt, thank you so much, mate. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. I always enjoy chatting to the City fans, mate.
Done a brilliant job. So there you go. Shedders here has made a comment here, which Sky Sports is saying, officially the worst defence of a title. Wow. Well, that's good news for City because we have been absolutely amazing. Man City, still top of the league. We're possibly put Liverpool, made it very difficult for Liverpool to win the title now. And maybe, as we always say, back-to-back out for everyone. But certainly not for Liverpool. But anyway, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Keep following, keep giving it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and bell icon. We might be back later on tonight. I'm not sure. But if not, we'll be back with a post-match maybe tomorrow. And I want to thank you, everyone, for all your super chats as well. That's really appreciated. And everyone who's made a comment and everything else. That's been brilliant to get us where we are. But anyway, take care. Have a great evening. Celebrate. Go and have a drink. Go do whatever it is you want. Man City were just phenomenal today. But take care, and we will see you soon.